Hey, Rendo. Hey. Do what?
I got my granddaughter.
Well,
Help.
I don't have my baby today. I'm having him tomorrow. I'm working today, but I'm bored. I'm bored working. That's pitiful, ain't it?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Debbie.
No, it's not your mom.
Hey, Allie. Hey, Wendy.
Hi,
Hey,
Brandy.
Jenny.
Hi, Allison. I just no longer think I have it in me to make anybody go to sleep.
Well, I understand that. I have to lay down with mine to make him go to sleep.
I can't do that because I'm working,
I got you.
and it's like we're 3 teen and of course if I'm on the phone, we're in the background doing everything, and now she has to pee. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Jenny. What's everybody doing today? I'm working in the office, so of course I'm continuously checking the public index. My grandson was like that too. I could get him to sleep, but I could never lay him down. As long as held him, he'd sleep. I need to be doing that, Debbie, but I'm working in the office today. Oh, I got you, Jeannie. It's been rough. I'm sorry. I was just waiting for somebody to go live, but nobody went live. So I said, well, I'll go live till I get this paperwork done. Oh, really, Debbie? I hadn't heard that. So thank you for bringing that news to us. With as many charges as she had, though, that don't surprise me. Hey, Texas girl. Thank you for the heart me cooking bear. How are you? Hey, Cassandra. Thank you for the rose cooking bear. Hey, Brandy. Hey, James. Hey, Pam. Has anybody heard anything exciting today? I've been stuck in the office all morning, so I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey,
What's your name?
my name's Miss Holly. What's your name?
I'm a Wilmermy Mackenzie.
Oh, I like that name. I'm good, James. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rando.
No, she just said thank you.
She's sweet. How old is she?
How old are you?
3.5.
Wow, she talks very well.
Yeah, she's
Thanks.
331.
Yeah.
She's 3 going on 30, ain't she?
Wait, do you have a scale?
Do I have a scale?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Why do we need a scale?
so I can weigh myself.
For what? You weigh like 3 sacks of
Actually-
potatoes worth.
Actually, you're not supposed to say that.
No.
Hey,
Okay.
Kiki. She is sweet.
Wait,
Oh my
where's
God.
my mom?
She don't know where your mom is.
She's probably working or going to school. I don't know.
She's at work.
Working?
Yep.
Yep.
She has to be in the office today.
Hmm.
Look, they're sending flowers. Tell Jenny thank you.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. She is. She actually is. She's a sweetheart. She's just, genetically like her grandmother, and she's a pistol.
I'm not.
Babe!
Yeah.
I ate corn meat.
You saying hi to her.
Hey, perfectly imperfect.
Where's me in there?
We are up here.
Oh.
All right, hold on.
Hey, Coach Will.
Hi, Coach. Let's see.
Hmm.
Open your mouth.
Oh my God.
There you are.
Ah.
Let's see if I can make her bigger. There she is. She's bigger now.
There you are.
Hey, Renee.
Hello.
Scooch over a little bit.
Courtney, have you heard any good news today?
I have a bow, and you have a bow.
Yeah.
We both have bow.
Randall, she don't sound sleepy. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
He came over at like 8
Cuteness
o'clock.
overload.
What is it?
That's Jenny.
Did you ask your grandma for strawberries and bluey yet?
Oh, Herb has some news. Come on up, Herb.
Yeah, I saw that he's got
I
got all
already
dirty
did
bastards money.
Bluey.
You already did bluey. Did you have any strawberries yet?
No, not yet.
Are you going to ask for some?
I guess so. Sleeping at Nanny's. I had a hard time.
Oh, are you going to try to lay down soon?
Yeah, I think so.
That'll be good. Just a little one. Just to have a little one, okay?
All right. Yeah, I usually sleep at Mom's.
I know, but Mama's at work today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really special to get some time with our grandmas.
Well,
Your grandma's pretty cool.
Just she knows what you're playing with if you tell her. She has that stuff too.
Are you playing with butter clouds?
How's she know?
I don't know.
That's my favorite. I love butter clouds.
I am playing with it.
That's awesome.
Janani does the same thing.
Oh, what's the news?
You just made my day a whole lot better.
Looks like coconut.
Uh-huh. Can you do the same filter as we are?
Yeah, Jenny can do that too. So can Miss Holly. Everybody up there can do it.
Can you please?
I don't know if she heard you. Jenny, did you hear her?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hold on just a second.
Oh, there's Herb. I don't know. Herb might not play filters.
No,
He's got
but
special news.
Herb has news.
Did you find it yet?
She could care less about Herb's news. There she is. Jenny's an orange. She likes the orange one.
But I like this one more than she does.
Yeah, but she's putting on the one that she likes. That's the one that she feels comfortable in.
I can't find the gingerbread man. I'm going to keep looking. Because I can't find him. Let's see.
I think Herb's going in and out of service, though.
Oh, boy.
Oh, can you not hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
And
Wait, let me step out of my
roll
warehouse.
her down. It'll work.
Do they not want me to have the
Okay,
gingerbread man?
so
Let
I
him.
just got a hot tip. It's not even on TikTok yet. This is the exclusive.
All right.
Okay, are you ready? We need a few more people in here, but that's okay.
We can share it
All
out if
right.
you want to wait a second.
Yeah.
I haven't shared it to anybody.
Oh, I got people.
Yeah,
I
we got people. Hold up.
I'll tell you what, start sharing it and tell them in 3 minutes at 2:04 there's going to be an announcement.
Okay.
Is
All right. Hold on.
Are you still in here? Is Courtney know?
Not 30 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah,
3 minutes.
All right. Here.
Yeah,
I'm
this has
sharing.
got to be
Hold on.
quick because it's going to be on TikTok.
Aw.
Okay. I'm sharing. Hold on.
Mama.
You have to click everyone individually, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is she right there too?
No, that's another lady, but she looks kind of like Mama, huh?
Where's Mom in here now?
All right, there we go.
Not that way.
These are other people, honey.
Wait, yeah, that's how you share it. Okay. Let me see.
She found it.
Yay!
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'll see you through to the end. Okay, put your seatbelt on. Tell him, put your seatbelt on.
Put your seatbelt on.
We're going for a ride. You got your seatbelt on? Hi, Alameda.
Okay, here we go. I gotta put it because it's going up right now.
All right, we're listening. Hold on. Listen.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Listen to what Herb's got to say.
There was a realtor about 40 minutes ago, according to what my sources say. There was a realtor in front of Susie Skinner's house taking pictures and all the signs, everything was out of the yard for, the painting company that was there. It's not really that big a deal, but the pictures are being posted. I just got to
What? Decline the call.
do what? Oh, so yeah, I just got the pictures are out there right now. So, let me see if I can. I got what? I don't have anything, but there was a realtor taking pictures of Susie Skinner's house.
You said you were about to say something. You said I gotta, and then you went silent.
Oh, I was seeing if well, I'm gonna go. They're posted now, so let me. I'll be right back because I'm gonna start tagging a couple of you guys or sharing it. Hold on one second.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He probably needs more money for more lawsuits, so he's selling Susie's house.
So he's selling Susie's house.
Wow.
Moving in.
Nah.
I heard it live on Miss Holly's life.
Why doesn't he
I'm
just
confused,
sell the
Megan.
land?
All right, we got to go back into my desk. We can do this in there, but I got to go back into my desk.
What in the Tar Heel is happening?
Right?
Sorry,
I'm
I didn't
someone
mean
that
to
lives
be-
in that neighborhood. I might need to send some messages and be like, "Do you know anything
Oh,
about
yeah.
this? Can you
Yes,
tell me?"
Miss Jenny.
I'm gonna need some 411.
Harry
Uh-oh.
with it. Harry.
I was gone away too long. My computer timed out. I got to sign back in. I need to... Are you sitting here with me? I need room for my big butt. Keep these
If,
things. Don't
if
push this
she's
out.
smart, she'd be selling her house, taking her kids, and running very far away.
Absolutely.
That's always
Yeah,
an option. We
but
don't know. That very well could be. That
maybe.
could be on the list of multiple questions.
Hello.
You got more room than
Hi.
Hi,
Do you think
Cassandra.
that Hi. Do you think that they're
I can.
possibly moving in or they are married? You think that could be a possibility?
That's what I said.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying that's where I was casting my lot.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking that, but her kids are still underage, right?
Yeah, but clearly she doesn't have them around a lot.
Yeah, like, so where would they go? Because
They're not with
from
their
what
father.
many understand is they are not about this life that's going on.
I think they've been staying with family and friends.
Wow.
What a mom. Wow.
That's
Sorry. Keep my mouth shut.
It is live. The post is out there with the pictures of the agent in front of the house.
Do you know who the agent is?
uh-uh.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I sent the photos around after somebody sent them to me, and in this area, it has become very common for realtors not to take their own pictures. They hire a service to do that,
Oh,
and
okay.
so this was a service for the agent.
And I can
So
attest to that. I've been through that experience.
I was trying to send you the. I was trying to share that post. It's out there. Let me see if I can. You guys know I'm a Facebook rookie, right? I'm not near as versed as.
Well, Herb, you're gonna have to come up with the times, love.
He's trying.
My dad's not very tech savvy on it either, and he still
Miss Holly,
makes sense.
I just shared it with you. It's in your inbox.
Well, she's on here, so it'll be hard for her to share it. Let me see if I can pull it up on my tablet.
She doesn't really seem to spend much time there anyways. Oh, Leslie has it posted up?
Yeah, Leslie, that's her name. I couldn't think of her name.
All right, hold on. Let me see what I can pull up.
Okay, I'll be right back and look.
We already know who owns the house. Is that Krista? I don't have my glasses on. Krista. We already know that. It's Leslie's post, Mindy.
I sent you a DM.
You
Herb.
sent who? Oh, there it is. There's the post.
Breaking news, perhaps? I got a hot tip on a little situation. It seems maybe Miss Susie Skinner is putting her house up for sale. One could speculate a lot about that, couldn't they? Where are you headed, Suze? Where are you headed? Check out these exclusive photos of what appears to be a realtor or, that kind of person taking some outside photos of Susie's house today. Justice for all victims. Breaking news, perhaps? I got a hot tip on a little situation.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What appears to be.
There we go. So for the few
Justice for
people
all
that thought I
victims.
was, so believe it or not, I was actually have been accused of working for the other side. So apparently, some people trust me with information.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Working with the other side.
Yeah, working with, you mean like JP and his crew?
Yeah, you know.
I've been accused of that.
Who hasn't at this point? Do not know.
There is one female that so apparently there's a couple of female victims that JP filed against or restraining order or whatever, and they were fakes. In other words, he sued them so that they could jump on the side of all the victims when in fact they're an informant for JP. So beware if somebody contacts you and says they've been sued or they're a victim, because there's at least one, maybe two that I mean, this guy, he's playing chess.
And not very well.
Well, I mean, he got one girl to get together some information, not from me, but from a couple of people, and then I'm the one that figured out she was dealing from the bottom of the deck.
It's kind of ironic that you say that, because that was one thing that Micah had said, was that, he liked to play chess, that she was playing chess with a demon.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, all right, more and
Yeah,
more.
so you file suit against somebody, and then that person comes to for going to the protest, and then that person keeps going to goes to the protest, gets arrested, or doesn't get arrested, I'm sorry, gets served, gets sued, whatever you want to call it. People trust that person because of that reason, only to find out that that person is a mole.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty genius, if you ask me.
Yeah, could that have been the two females or the two female protesters in court with JP on his side?
Wait a minute, say that again.
There was two females that sat on JP's side when I believe it was Jay or Guru went to court. And there was
I don't.
at least two protesters over on JP's side.
Well, I don't want to say any names or say anything,
Mm-hmm.
but just um, but I can send one of them has me blocked on phone and TikTok, so so it's pretty safe to say that particular one was a rat.
Mm-hmm. You could send me a text message if you want to, privately.
Yeah, because she's friends with quite a few of y'all, or she was.
Wait, are you saying one of the protesters is a mole?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one that actually had charges filed on them is, In other words, you take charges out on somebody all at once, you're a victim, right? And then the victim, meanwhile, reaches out to other victims. Oh my God, what are we going to do? We have to get a game plan. We have to get a game plan. Meanwhile, that victim is actually a mole, And then what will happen the day of the suit, it'll miraculously get dismissed.
Is this based off of something that you know and found out, or that you just suspect?
There was a sighting.
You better be sending me some private messages.
Okay.
And now you got me worried about who I'm friends with.
We'll figure it out.
We went
We'll get it
through,
figured out.
let me see. Uh, Miss Holly. Wait, I can't. I can't send you a Miss Holly. Text me through TikTok. Send me your phone number, and I'll text it to you because I can't send you a picture on TikTok Messenger, or I'll send it.
Okay, let me get my tablet and I'll do that.
Or I'll send you my number and you can text me either way. Wait, can't I make a TikTok post and make it private? Isn't there a way I can do that?
I don't know.
Yes, when you post it, you have to post it to only followers.
Yeah,
But
but you may not want to do that though. You may not want to put that out there even on private.
It can be screen recorded and shared out.
Yeah, and there's so many fake accounts out there.
Something else. What else is going on?
I haven't heard anything this morning. I was just working in the office doing paperwork and was kind of bored, so I just went live. I'm sending you my phone number. I finally got my tablet to pull up TikTok.
What kind of office? What kind of paperwork? What kind of work?
My husband and I own a fire extinguisher business.
Oh, okay. I did not say anybody. No names were mentioned in this live.
There wasn't.
Text girl said, "Are you saying Jay?" I don't know who Jay is. I have no idea. So that's it. I don't know where Leslie's getting her information from though. She's in the loop.
Yeah, just be careful. It's being reiterated in the comments as well. Just be very careful about what you share and when.
Yeah, we're done with that subject. We are done.
I sent you a message, Herb.
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw the notification. Now, I'm not 100% sure how TikTok works. So if somebody has me blocked, does that mean
Hey, y'all.
if they don't have you, let's say they don't have Miss Holly blocked, but they have me blocked, can they hear what I'm saying?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can.
I would just, I know you're new to TikTok, Herb,
No, no,
and
I'm not saying it regardless. I was just asking a question, but I guess they could set up another account and nobody would know the
yes.
difference.
Well, and that's kind of what I wanted to tell you is I know you're new to TikTok and I've made the mistakes before. We've all kind of made that mistake. Anything you say on a live, whether it's private, public, whatever, I assume it's public. Assume
yes.
JP can hear you. Assume everyone can hear you. Just FYI.
Stitches. Snitches get stitches. We ain't telling nothing.
Yeah, but
That's right.
if all this stuff is public, they're going to see it, and then I mean
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
not.
I'm
I mean,
just
here's
telling
the thing.
We
you,
Here,
won't say
okay, look
nothing,
at it
but we
like
know
this.
someone
I'm
will.
But
reminding
Herb,
I get off.
Herb, you know we be watching this episode that we gargled and we be talking about the episode that we be watching. Just
Well,
go
look,
on with it.
well,
Say
look at this.
yes. You
Look at
watch it
this.
too.
Look at this. I got off Steph's live last Wednesday or one day. I don't even know what day it was. I got off at 12:15. I drove straight to the 21st Avenue courthouse to file some paperwork Wednesday, and I walk in the room and he literally quoted everything that I said because he was there
yep,
filing paperwork. So
yep,
he didn't have time to rewatch it, he didn't have time to rewatch it, post it somewhere else or whatever. He had to see it live because I walk in there and he starts telling me all the lies that I told.
exactly.
And yeah, I did tell a lie. I said Books a Million instead of, I mean, I'm sorry. I said Barnes and Noble instead of Books a Million. So,
I
okay,
just
that was
wanted to
wrong.
remind you and everyone, even in the chat, like let's protect each other and let's, protect the integrity of the case and let's help each other out. You know what I mean? Because we all forget all this is public and let's also
Yeah.
not forget that there was a beautiful person who knew too much
Absolutely.
and is no longer
Yep.
here. So
Yep.
let's keep that in mind and we need to protect each other and be very careful still, even though we might think everyone knows. And, I know it's hard because you feel like you're in a conversation with people and it seems like I forget, at times. So I just wanted to remind you and everyone else of that because I love this community and I love all of you so much. And I want to see justice happen, you know. And yeah, there are things we need to know to protect ourselves, but let's also protect each other.
Not
That's all.
only that, you have to remember the kind of devil you're dealing with.
Amen. That's right. Yeah, go to Leslie's page. Leslie had a really good video about this. Same thing. And I know I'm nosy as fuck. Like I want to know everything.
No,
But
you don't.
but I mean, I'm nosy. And I want to know it right now. I want to
I
know.
know,
But
but you don't.
all right, I probably don't.
I promise you don't.
I don't know. Not lethal. But anyways, I just not trying to shut anyone down or cut anyone off or geez, like preach to anyone. Please don't think that. I don't know. I just care about y'all so much. I don't want to
Just
see
just me.
anything happen to
You
anyone.
just hold on. Patience is a virtue. It's
Yeah,
all gonna come out. You just gotta hold on.
that's right. That's right. Anyways, just a reminder. No,
I
Herb is a
absolutely agree with you.
or
We
Herb
have
is a
to protect each other.
yeah, we do. And it might not seem like it, but we do. Because like you said, you don't know the kind of devil we dealing with here. So that's all.
Well, the bottom line is that the scariest man in the room is the man who has nothing to lose.
Yes.
And I was involved in a
Bingo.
business. I was involved in a business deal, um, and the gentleman that got done. I wasn't involved in it. I kind of said that wrong. Anyway, I had full knowledge of this pretty big business deal, and there was one gentleman that really got thrown under the bus back in 2012, 2014, very publicly. And then now he got done wrong again, like 2 days after Christmas, and this company let him go after it was in a whole different industry. And he, what did he call his podcast? Anyway, he said, "Okay, I'm coming out, first week of February with this podcast. It's tell all. I'm telling everything from 2012, everything from 2013, everything from 2014." And the first comment under his post was, because he said, "I've lost everything in this world. I have nothing left, and I have nothing to hide." And the first comment under that Facebook post is, "The man to fear the most is the one who's got nothing to lose." And Kenny, no doubt, has nothing to lose. And I was involved a little bit back in 2012, not on a bad side by any means, but um, this guy's gonna now statute of limitations is out, but he's gonna expose a ton of stuff. And
Oh,
in this situation with you got somebody who's got nothing to lose. You don't know what he's gonna do. I'm talking about
that's
the Miller
right.
situation. And
It's
but
scary.
that's where I got that quote just a month ago, and I've used it I use it every week in my daily life now. And but
Herb, you seem to have such a good heart, and we appreciate you so much. Just from coming in here, you've breathed some life into this case again for me. Um, and some hope. So I appreciate that, and thanks for all the stuff you're doing on the back
well,
end.
it's so funny because there's a few little things snippets that I know and I can't say, and I know and I can't say, and
Well, I bet.
so how many people on here are from Myrtle Beach? Just comment in the comment box if you're from Myrtle Beach, because I've got an idea on something. So um, I have I have won barbecue cook-offs before, and I do one or two competitions a year just to have fun. It's a good excuse to tell lies, drink beer, and cook barbecue. So Surfside Beach has a barbecue festival next month, and I entered last year and it got canceled because of a storm, and they didn't give us our money back, and I couldn't make the rescheduled date. So I reached out to Eileen about 2 weeks ago, and I said, "Hey, are you gonna? I want to do the cook-off, but are you gonna let me in free because you kept my $300?" And she said, "Yeah, we'll do that." So now I'm kind of asking the Micah supporters. I don't really care, but this festival brings like 50, 60,000 people to downtown Surfside Beach throughout the course of 2 days. And it'd be a great awareness tool to use as awareness. And I've got a 20 by 30 cooking space that I can put tents up and do whatever we need to do. I don't want to be, and we're technically not protesting because it's a community festival and our booth is sponsored by Justice for Micah, which you can have a sponsor in your booth. No problem. Just throwing that out there. I think it's either the first or second Saturday. It's whatever Saturday is around March the 10th, Michelle. Or Melissa, I'm sorry, Melissa. Um, they do it every year. It lines the whole street of Surfside Beach, like literally 3/4 of a mile, wall to wall people. And then the barbecue competition people are in another parking lot. But, we'd have a booth there, and if nothing else, we'll just cook and eat barbecue. It's Saturday, Michelle. Does that matter? Or Melissa, I'm sorry. I apologize. Melissa, it's Saturday. I'll message you the dates. Setup is Friday night, but and then Saturday is the event. So, but the one thing we can't do, because we have to do this with class, we can't cause a disturbance. We can't, you know, just keep it classy and use it as an awareness tool. Saturday 10 to 4. There you go, Megan. Thank you. Yeah, but we get there at well, we don't go home. We get there at like 2 on Friday, and we're there till we cook all night. Don't request it off yet. Give me a day or two. I was just throwing it out there to see how much help I could get, because it does. I don't need any help cooking. We're serving also. And I would donate outside of my food costs. I would not want to handle the money, and I would, whatever money we make, we could put it towards something. You're right, Greta. You're very right.
Yeah, definitely. All right, y'all. I gotta get back to work, but I'll be in the comments. I'll see you around campus. See you around TikTok streets.
All
Love
right.
y'all.
Stay, hun.
Love you.
I love you more. I miss those things. What?
All right, now I guess I got to call Eileen because I just got a text from two separate people that said that they could help. So let me. I'm going to double check with her tomorrow to find out how much space I have, and then if we need to get, I'd like to have not handmade signs, but I'll have my guy print stuff out, and we'll like make some really nice stand-ups and some really nice banners if we have to, or I think we need to. And I think it's the second Saturday in March. I'm going to double check the dates. That's a long way, and you got better barbecue in Texas, so why would you come here and eat mine? Correct. Surfside Beach, Main Street, Surfside Beach, North Carolina. I said, give me a day, Melissa, to make sure. Man, you girls don't mess around.
Melissa is 100% do what she has to do. We love Melissa. Walmart don't play. She's got to get it in so she can get off.
Melissa, you're the one that does the protest every Sunday, correct?
Yes, she is.
She's the one that pulls the permit every Sunday
Yes.
to do illegal.
She is our
Just so you know, I'm sitting on a dead end road, waiting for somebody that gets off work at 2 o'clock to get home, so I can serve them papers.
nice.
So I had to find me a nice place in the shade because it's a little warm today.
It's warm here too. It's nearly 70 here. That's pretty warm for this time of the year.
It's 63 here, but a 63 bright sunny on an asphalt road in a car is,
Yeah.
you know, so I've got the hood up on my car. So,
So they think your car's messed
um,
up. Is that why?
well, if a neighbor comes by or something, they won't ask me anything.
Right.
So just to tell you some of the stupid things we do. So there's a, I pulled a relay. No matter what car I drive, I find out where this relay is. So if I pull this relay and then I hit the key, it won't start. So I opened the little fuse panel, I pulled the relay, and then if somebody does come up, I can say, "Oh yeah, my car won't start. I've already called somebody," and I try to start it and it doesn't start. Meanwhile, I put the fuse back in, and it cranks right up. So
That's pretty good.
no, don't answer. So yeah, we have to. You kind of. I've done the fake flat tire with with a female before. That works really good because men are always wanting to help a woman with a
Right.
flat tire. And
Where's your wig?
oh no, I don't do that.
We didn't know
No,
Andreas.
I've got a paralegal
Right.
that's in law school. She wants to be an attorney, and comes from a really good family. She's young, and so her dad's in law enforcement, and so you know he's perfectly fine with her going out there and letting the air out of her tire in front of somebody's house. And these people aren't violent either. This is divorce, child support, lawsuit. I mean, this is nothing. This is nothing. If anybody's got a criminal record, I'd never would put anybody in the way of that. Child support's the big one. So what's everybody doing today? It's awful quiet in here.
It looks like they all planning a road trip. Looks to me.
I am going to run this by Surfside Beach because I want to get permission. I don't just want to set up and, you know, I want to at least mention it to. I'm very good friends with the person, so I'm gonna, that's why I don't want to call her on the phone. I could call her on the phone right now, but I actually sent her a text after I mentioned it, and I've got to be in her office in the morning. I told her I wanted to come by and talk to her about something in person.
Okay.
So, uh, have you got your UPS uniform? No, I've never done that, but I've got a buddy that works for UPS. I'm gonna have to do it just to do it.
Stephanie, uh, if you'll go watch Leslie's video, she kind of explains it, but we think that allegedly Susie might
Allegedly.
have a house up for sale.
Mhm.
And we heard it here first on Miss Holly's Live.
1 minute before Leslie's video went live.
Oh, well, we still heard it first.
That's right.
Oh, don't the baby stuff.
Well, when I got the text, I'm like, okay, so what? Some woman sitting in the middle of the street taking pictures. Who cares? It is not listed yet.
So what kind of stuff are you going to make at that barbecue?
So what they do, it's a barbecue cook-off. So we'll cook uh, we'll cook Boston butts or pork shoulders, pulled pork as they call it, and then and it's up to us if we want to do it. They allow us to sell product if we want to, and the they allow us to sell product. So if I sell product, what I sell is a barbecue plate with beans because they're cheap, or I do a barbecue mac and cheese bowl. And it's a scoop of macaroni and cheese that I make and a scoop of barbecue. And so but like I said, I need to talk to her tomorrow and make sure she doesn't have a problem with this. I just want to make sure I can get some people.
Miss Holly, Stephanie requested up. She's got questions on the barbecue.
Okay.
Hi, B.
Yes.
Hello. So, okay, have you heard of the Jiggy Off here in
Where's
North
that?
Carolina? North of Charlotte area. They don't do it anymore. This is the first year. I was wondering if you ever partaked in that.
I did not do that one. Most of the ones I do are with SBN, which is Southern Barbecue Network. And they have about, I'm going to guess and say 15, 18 events a year. And I usually do one or two. And
Is your barbecue vinegar base, honey mustard base?
well, first of all, barbecue is never meant to be honey mustard base.
Well, tell that to people here in North Carolina. Lord, they be putting that on everything.
So I make a vinegar based sauce, and I make a tomato based sauce. But I don't put my sauce on my barbecue while it's cooking.
Yeah.
You can do it after. And actually in South Carolina, mustard base is like, mustard base sauce and vinegar pepper sauce are kind of the two South Carolina. And in North Carolina, you draw a line right in the middle of Greensboro, North Carolina. And east of there, it's all vinegar, and west of there, it's all tomato base, with the exception of a few places.
Well, the tomato base, they do more like for the area that I'm at, like they do like red slaw, which is more of that like tomato based, like coleslaw, like their slaw is red. But when I went to Texas, like hands down that, granted it's a different type of barbecue out there, but
it's beef out there.
Yeah, it's beef, but it's amazing. But
well, now, you know what red slaw? You know how they make red slaw, don't you?
like,
It's of course cabbage.
Yeah.
It's hot sauce and vinegar.
Yeah, but see now some of the people take the leftover drippings and juices and like marinate their coleslaw with that, like from the barbecue stuff.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't like the regular coleslaw. I like the red slaw more than the red. But I'm not a big mayonnaise person, so that's probably why.
But I never knew there was hot sauce in it until I started making it. I'm like, but the hot sauce doesn't make it hot. So you people listening are thinking red slaw with hot sauce, but I've eaten red slaw my whole life, and I never knew it had hot sauce in it until I started making it.
But to me, you can't eat like most people can eat coleslaw separate, like from like the barbecue. Like to me, you have to put with the red slaw, you have to put it on the barbecue and actually make a single.
Oh, yeah. And North Carolina is one of the only states where the slaw is served on the sandwich.
Yeah.
Like if you go into a restaurant and you say, I want a barbecue sandwich with slaw, the slaw is on the sandwich, it's not on the side.
Yeah.
And people in other areas, friends of mine from Florida came up and we went and ate a little place in Burlington, North Carolina, hole in the wall. And they ordered it and got slaw as their side. They said, you didn't give me the slaw. And I started laughing. I said, look at your sandwich. He said, man, I've never had slaw on my sandwich. But I make
in Alabama, we put slaw on the barbecues also.
Yeah.
Don't come to the side.
Some of the best. I actually some of the best. There's a place near Auburn I've eaten there. I travel a lot, and I have eaten at some barbecue restaurants that honestly the building should have been condemned. And the crappier looking the building, the better the barbecue.
Right.
Dreamland Barbecue, best barbecue in the world.
Where's it at?
Tuscaloosa, ain't it?
Yep, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I ain't no better barbecue than anywhere in all the world.
Does the building look like it should be condemned?
Yeah.
Okay, because if you're looking at reviews on Yelp and it says, barbecue, the building is spotless, the bathrooms are clean, stay away from it. It's cooked in a crock pot. Like, you do not want that barbecue. There's a place in Knoxville, Tennessee that I eat at every year. and their smoker is inside of a short school bus, and they backed the bus up to the restaurant and got steps going inside, and it's an old gas station, and it is absolutely some of the best, and they have fresh cut fries too, and it's absolutely some of the best barbecue you'd ever eat. But I knew when I saw that short bus, when I saw the pictures of it, I said I got to eat there.
Oh yeah, Dreamland. Those presidents have ate there. Elvis Presley has ate there. It's one of a kind place. But it
I have
is.
not.
It's just a hole in the wall. That's
I
all it
just
is.
looked at. I just looked it up on Yelp. So there we go. I've got it flagged now if I go that way.
Um,
And
I just appreciate Miss Holly. I hope you're doing well, Miss Holly. I ain't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing real good.
I'm doing good, thanks.
That's good. Um, Herb, are you affiliated with law enforcement? Are you a
I
cop?
am not. I am not. I'm just a process server.
Hmm, okay. All right. Well, I'm just curious.
No, I'm actually taking the next step towards getting my PI license. That's why I really don't need to get arrested by JP for stalking. Um, but the only reason and this can actually, our phones follow us everywhere. And so I was literally asked the question last week, if they dissect your phone on your location services, is there a day when you didn't have papers in your car that you rode by his house? And I said, no. What about the church? I said, I go by the church going to the grocery store. But I said, because I live in that area. But no, I've never been to a protest. I've ridden by and honked the horn on Sunday morning many times. So, because he threatened to to have me for stalking.
Oh. I just wanted to know. My wife's getting back out of the grocery store, so I got to help her get some things in from the groceries that she brought out. But thank you. And Miss Holly, it's good to see you. I hope to see you again a little bit later. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Hall.
sir. Thank you.
You too.
So the other thing that I've been making that I got a really good friend that lives in Louisiana, and I've made his jambalaya with him 4 times. And so I don't like all the rice because that's what Cajuns eat. But I mean, I'm not. But I love jambalaya, and so I've got me I've got me a. I went out to some different auctions and bought me a bunch of cast iron pots, and I've got me a 140-year-old cast iron pot that I made some chili in and made some chicken and dumplings in. So made jambalaya in at one time. So Cajun food is just, I don't know. I've taken a liking to it.
I've never ate jambalaya. I wouldn't know. I have never ate it.
You know what's crazy about it is the first time I helped Benny cook it, my buddy down in Belrose, we were at an event and I was cooking for about 200 people on Saturday night. And he says, hey, let me cook jambalaya on Friday night. I said, well, we only got about 50 or 60 on Friday night. And I mean, he puts a little bit of oil in this pot. His pot was dated 1909 and fires that burner up and takes that boat paddle and just stirs it all in there and then pulled the sausage out and added chicken, pulled the chicken out, added pork, pulled it out, added vegetables. And it's just such a process, but they don't measure nothing. They don't measure anything. I mean, and I've made it with him 4 times, and it's amazing. And
If Cajun Honey's in here now, she's the one that does some cooking. She lives down there. If she's still,
yeah, I heard.
yeah,
Oh yeah, because that's the other night I said something, and she said, "I bet you don't cook it like we do in Louisiana." And I said, "Actually, the guy that taught me, his English is very hard to understand. I thought Southern was hard to understand. This stuff they taught me down there in Louisiana. I mean, they have their own little language down there.
yeah. We love to hear Cajun talk though.
There's a barbecue restaurant in Baton Rouge called Canyons, and so I took my dad flew into Baton Rouge. I was already there. My dad's 81 years old. He flies into Baton Rouge. We go eat at Cunyon's Barbecue. I saw the reviews on Yelp. It looked good. It was amazing. Everything was good. We got. So I'm telling somebody that night. He said, "Where'd y'all eat lunch?" I said, "Oh, we ate at Cunyon's." He said, "What? There's a restaurant named that?" And I said, "Yeah." Now, pardon my French here. He said, "You know what Cognon means in Cajun?" And I said, "No, what?" He said, "Dumbass."
It's a
I said, "Are you
couillon.
serious?"
It's a couillon.
Cognon, yeah, okay. Somebody just said, yeah. And I didn't know. I'm Southern, man. I don't speak that stuff. But anyway, I said, "Are you kidding me?" And then I left him a review on Yelp because the food was amazing.
Couillons. Okay.
Couillon. Yeah.
But
Hey, you making
yeah,
fun of my accent?
no, you're making fun of
No,
mine.
we're just trying to say it.
Because I ain't got no accent. Me, y'all the ones got an accent.
Oh,
Who said? Wait, am I telling the truth, Cajun Honey? Isn't that what it is? It's called an idiot or stupid or
Couillon. It's a fool. Yeah. Like
oh,
a
it's slang. Yeah.
yeah. Somebody want to cut up all the time or be silly or yeah.
Who is my well, there's a couple of people in Belrose that I know. Ben Kimberly, Benjamin Kimberly, um, Nelson, and I cannot remember Nelson's last name, and his wife, and gosh, drew a blank. I'll look it up in a second on Facebook. Um, and but I go down there every year. I'm down there every year the second week of November, and I'm actually going alligator hunting this year. I'm really excited about that. So they only hunt them like 2 weeks out of the year.
J-Lo, you really? You from here too?
You grew up 5 minutes from Belrose. Awesome.
I live about
We
2 hours.
stay we stay in Donaldsonville,
Oh, Pierpont.
right up the
Okay.
road.
I know some people there in Pierpont.
Pier Park, there's a famous seafood restaurant there, family owned. Been in there been in the family like forever. I cannot think of the name of it. I ate dinner there Saturday night this past year. Donaldsonville,
Okay. Landry's. Oh yeah, Landry's is ahead.
Landry's, yeah, Landry's. That's it. I ate at Landry's on Saturday night. Big group of us, about 20 of us went.
okay. Is that Troy Landry? Like on
Laundry.
Swamp?
Laundry in French.
Oh,
But Landry, yeah.
Awesome, Landry.
Landry.
Oh, you missed it. We had strippers in here on poles a little while ago, Jen. You missed it. It was crazy.
Okay, good talking with y'all. I'm gonna listen while I finish shampooing my carpet.
Okay,
Love
Cajun.
you, Cajun.
Up,
Love
honey.
y'all.
Love
Troy
you.
Landry. Who's Troy Landry? Who is that?
You don't know Swamp People on TV?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They told
Yeah,
us he was coming. They told us he was coming to the event I did down there, and then he didn't.
yeah. Him and his bunch does. They do the alligator hunting and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if it was his family.
Bro used to own. They're from Homa, Houma. He owned Cairo's grocery store or Cairo's Produce Mart or something their whole life. I know those guys too from down there.
I know when y'all was talking about Pierre Part, I know that he used to hunt there. He used to alligator hunt there. Look, Tammy went alligator hunting with Troy. Hmm.
Well, when my buddy Benny first said something about um, me going hunting with him this year, it's the week after Labor Day, and I said, "Yeah, man, I'm in." And he said, "Well, do you mind cooking barbecue?" He said, "I cook jambalaya. Would you mind cooking some barbecue?" I said, "Not at all." I said, "We'll figure out how to get a smoker down there. I'll do it."
Yeah.
And then he tells me, he says, "Look," he says, "I noticed you lost a little bit of weight." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I had to start eating right again." I said, "Man, it's, you know." He said, "Well, look," he said, "you might want to gain that weight back by September because them gators," he said, "we wrapped that rope around you twice." He said, "Them gators like a little meat on their bone." So
Uh
he
huh.
was insinuating that I was the bait. So, but I can't wait to go down there. They're good people down there. Everybody I met down there I rode in a parade in Homa. Everybody I met down there, they're just a different breed of people in in those little small towns in Louisiana.
Right.
But when I leave North Carolina, I travel. Okay, so my dad in the racing industry, my dad's a legend. He's an absolute legend. He's in 13 Hall of Fames. That event in Louisiana, they pay him to go. I'm just the plus one. Um, but whenever we travel somewhere, we don't eat what we eat at home. If we're in Louisiana, we eat Louisiana. We eat Cajun. If we're in Texas, we eat beef barbecue. You can't really get beef barbecue in North Carolina. But, we, depending on where we are, we'll check in a hotel and ask the person, hey, what's the biggest hole in the wall local place we can eat at? We don't want chain. We want mom and pop.
Right.
And I've always done that. And I think it comes from being self-employed my whole life. I always want to support the local
Right.
instead of supporting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love some Waffle House, but you know, um, but I have met some of the coolest people at some of the biggest hole in the wall restaurants that I've in some of the biggest hole in the wall towns you've ever seen.
Yeah, in Alabama, if the dadgum, like you said, if the barbecue place don't look like it's about to fall in, it usually don't have good barbecue.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
some of them have the pit.
Um,
A lot of them have the pits just nearly connected to the building.
yep. And I was I was right outside of Kansas City. I was about 30 miles outside. I can't think of the name of the town now. And there was a barbecue place that was in a gas station that had three smokers out in front of it. And it was about 10 after 11. And I go in. He didn't even open till 11:30. And I said, "Man, I'm traveling." I showed him my pictures of my setup, my cooker and my stuff. And he said, "Come on, you can go ahead and eat." And I said, "Well, I appreciate it because I got an 18-hour drive." And he gave me a sample of every side. It was unbelievable. And I mean, this place was a gas station that they didn't even remodel the inside. They painted
Right.
the floors and took the lifts out. But other than that, it was an old two-bay service station.
Mm,
And I mean, and he said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about remodeling." I said, "You'd be an idiot to remodel."
right.
And but what he does, he opens every day at 11:30, and when he's out, he closes. And they said he's out of food by 2 or 3 o'clock. And then
Wow.
he opens the next day. And then the only day he cooks more food is Friday. But he's only open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He doesn't even open on the weekend.
Wow.
And hole in the wall. The bathrooms had that little square. I call it the old lady ceramic tile, like all our grandmothers had. The little
Oh
square
yeah.
ceramic tiles.
Mhm.
They were yellow and brown.
Hey, Jen.
So to answer, somebody asked about No Problem Raceway. So, yeah, my dad was there to make an appearance for a special event, but I'm also I'm the announcer for that event. So uh, I do I do about 10 or 12 racing events a year as a special events announcer, and it's just a way. And most of the ones that I announce now are the ones that my dad they want him to go to. So it works out good. I get paid. He gets his expenses paid. Plus he gets paid, and my dad's 81. He's not going to be here forever. My mom passed away 8 years ago. So we as long as my dad wants to travel to these events, I'll load and I'll post some TikTok videos with him later on. But he's 81, and you wouldn't know it.
As long as he wants to
So
go, I would definitely pile up and take them.
I literally asked one of my friends who's a couple of years older than me. I said, "Would you consider?" I said, "I'm not asking you to date him. I'm not asking you to have sex with him. But would you go out? Would you go to dinner with my dad? He's just lonely. He's 80 years old. Like just go to dinner with him 2 or 3 times a week." And she said, "I went out with you. I'm not going out with your dad." I said, "That was 30 years ago. It didn't matter. That was 30 years ago. It doesn't matter. We never we never did the dirty, so it's all good." So, but So he's got him a 60. He's 81. He's got him a 63 or 4 year old girlfriend that when they're sitting side by side, they look the same age because she looks a little old and he looks a lot younger.
Right.
So, but anyway,
Well, I'm glad you come in and shared that news with us. I was just doing paperwork and I was so bored. I thought, well, I'm just going to go live for a few minutes and see what everybody's up to.
so I've got two realtors that have put that address in their that have put their mom and pop gas stations. You have to eat their food if you're traveling because that makes you immune to every disease out there. Because if you eat, there's nothing like eating a roller hot dog out of a mom and pop gas station where they still smoke inside inside the gas station. Like that builds your immunity up. So I got two realtors that have it on their um, alert, so that as soon as it's listed, it's going to send them an email.
Well, I just checked.
So,
No new lawsuits today, but he likes to wait till right before they close before he does, it seems like.
well, it's not that. It's that they come in throughout the day, and then the data person comes in about 2 o'clock and
Oh,
starts just keying in. Because we figured out last week timestamps off, and because my stuff clocked in at 5:37, and here it was like 3:30, so the clock's off on one of their timestamps. Um, but
Isn't that kind of imperative?
not really. It just means that it was clocked in. It just means that they. So what we do, like when I take my affidavits up there, I have one original that's notarized, and then one copy that's mine, and I give them both copies, and they stamp both of them, and then give me my copy back, just so I have a record of what was done. But it doesn't really. I mean, the only thing this timestamp says is that they received it, and that's your paper trail proof that they received it. And you watch them do it. It's like an electric stapler. You stick it under and pow, it. But yeah, you would think the time. I personally, if I was time stamping stuff, I would want my time to be right.
right.
Oh, I got a question earlier from somebody. I just got a text from somebody uh, asking if you can be served through the mail, certified mail, and that answer is no. If you have to obtain personal service, then you have to be, personal service, and your affidavit has to be recorded, signed, and notarized. So, no, you cannot. If you get something certified mail that's a court document, that does not count as being served. It could count as being notified, but notified and served are two different things.
Okay.
Served means I laid my eyes on you personally and
Put it in
put it in your hands.
right.
Or actually, I don't have to put it in your hands. I just have to touch your body with it.
I wonder when you served Mr. JP if he thought that you was the cleaning lady at the door, if he already knew who you was whenever he opened the door.
I can't comment, but I do have a little bit of information on that. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
So,
I mean, but if you have cleaning ladies coming over, why are you still in your house coat? Just saying.
I mean, look,
Chinese happy ending.
well, so a friend of mine that saw the video, um, who saw me Friday night, said, "Hey, do you have that video on your phone?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Let me see it. I want to be able to frame by frame it." I said, "All right." So I showed it to him, And he said, those two ladies cleaned my mom's house.
Oh,
And I said, do they speak English? He said, one of them does very well, but she only talks to the one. And I said, are you sure? Like, are you like 100% sure? He said, absolutely, I'm sure. I said, huh, that's interesting information.
right.
When are they coming back to your mom's house? Hmm. So, um, yeah, that was the other thing that when being involved in the racing world, I've got friends all over the country, and I can't believe how many people have reached out to me, mainly people's wives that where I've known their husbands since the 80s and 90s that have reached out to me. Oh my God, you're the guy that served him. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm talking about people living in Indianapolis, Minneapolis, people who you would not think would be following Micah Miller in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Um, and, in TikTok, of course, when I posted the video, and one of them said, I knew that looked like you last year. And, but so this thing really does have a national reach, which is really cool.
Yeah, we have a few that's across the pond that's keeping up with this case.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing too
See what
when you think about it.
South Carolina Wonder Woman said she spent many years doing motorsports insurance, and you probably have crossed paths.
No, but where's she looking? Is she commenting in there?
Yeah, she did. She commented in the comments.
Are you in Charlotte? Are you in Charlotte, South Carolina, WDR?
Hey, Danielle.
That's where most of those are. My daughter in England. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about that. I'm still washing my finger.
Listen, them was hilarious. That was the most I've laughed in a long time. We all needed that.
Uh, James Finch. James Finch. MG family used to sponsor Phoenix Race, and that was I know him. K and K.
Okay.
So
So
K and K did. You did the insurance on the racing facilities. They actually would like insure the facilities, um, giving them liability insurance.
Bears Mama, if you'll go to Trees YT, you can watch it there. The whole
No, don't talk about it. No, no.
uh, girl, what's the name of her YT? I can't remember. For the truth. Just type in for the truth and it'll bring you to Trees YT.
Guru said he was going to get me for sexual assault
Oh my goodness.
when I gave him that prostate exam.
Yep. That was hilarious.
Um, I don't know how to say your nickname, SC, but are you familiar with Weisenberg Insurance as well? Well, I'm just glad you guys were able to laugh.
If you go watch it, you'll laugh too.
Where do you live now, SC? Oh, you live in Grand Dunes? I was actually up there this morning. I went to the U.S. food store, which is right outside of Grand Dunes. And then I went to Restaurant Row, which I know you know where that is, being from Myrtle Beach. Oh, isn't it a Circle K? Um, so I have a friend that owns a used car lot, and he lets me go to the auction with him, and he'll let me borrow cars. Not borrow, we actually like throw them on my insurance, and you get a temporary tag, and so that I don't drive the same car a lot. And but anyway, so I bought this car back in July. I used it to serve papers, and I paid $1,000 for it. And I've driven it 8,000 miles since July, and it's a total like it's. I mean, I drive a lot of miles, 8,000 miles just in this one car, not counting the other two that I own and everything else. But it's a it's a maroon PT Cruiser, and and I don't know why I like it so much. Maybe because I only paid $1,000 for it, and I'm a cheapskate.
Huh?
But but like
Oh,
somebody said, "What are you gonna do if it breaks down?" I said, "I'm gonna take the tag off of it. I'm gonna leave it on, put it on Facebook Marketplace for $300, and I'm gonna walk home."
There you go.
my trip on the side of the interstate, and I had no answers from his dad, calling AAA, could not get a hold of anyone, could not return call.
She didn't know she was up there. She had no idea she was up on panel.
Oh,
I was wondering.
No, she had. It looked sounded like she was talking on the telephone. I am tired of doing paperwork. That's enough. The only time I like to do
I
paperwork is I
agree.
write my own paycheck.
Fair. I agree.
mm. Well, you're right about that, Allie Ray. Because I passed 7 Circle K's the other night, and that's not counting the other 3 or 4 that I know are around Myrtle Beach. Uh oh, what was that?
Jen, you do know you're on panel, right?
She's muted now.
Yeah, I muted her because I didn't know what who she was talking to. I didn't want her to say nothing against herself.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Yep. I don't know if she knows or not. Hey,
Well, drop her and find out. I can't.
okay, hold on. Rando, I got a question for you.
What, hun?
Uh, on your picture, you have like a little round circle and a dot in your picture. What is that?
That's because you made me a moderator.
No, because just a girl's a moderator and she don't have one. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it.
Yes, she does. Right there.
No,
Hers is there.
yours is on your picture. On your picture. Over on the left hand side.
Hmm. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. I don't know either. Here, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Wait. It doesn't show it for you, just a girl. This is the weirdest thing. I'm gonna send her a picture of it and see what she thinks. If I can get my other phone to work. Somebody's up here.
Ah, my guy I got to serve just drove up to me with my hood up,
Hi, guys.
asking if I needed help. And
Can you
I
guys
cranked
hear
my car.
me?
I said,
We can hear you. Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't mean to come up, but then I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to talk to these ladies because y'all are cracking me up.
Okay, good. You're welcome up here anytime.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. If I could just get out of this paperwork I'm drowning in.
Oh.
I'm fabulous according to the chaos in the background.
What? When my phone went dead, Herb had said there's going to be an announcement in like 2 minutes, and I'm like, are you kidding? So I know nothing.
Did you?
but you heard it, right?
No, I had to get my. They had turned my electricity off because they were fixing a breaker, and then when I got back, it was already.
Okay, Herb.
You would want to
Now.
watch Leslie's video.
Okay, I need to go. Okay, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that and come back. Thank you.
You're
I love
welcome.
you.
You're
I love you
welcome.
guys. You guys are
We love
fun.
you too. You can come back anytime and get on panel anytime you want to.
Thanks, sweetie. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye, bye, guys.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
I'm trying to send you a picture, Rando. My other phone's just not wanting to act right.
It's okay. Is it text or book a face?
I was just whichever one I could get to open up first.
Fair enough.
Oh, you know how these phones, if they won't do right, they just ain't gonna do right. Here, text might be easier because you just text me yesterday. I think might be easier to find it. Let's see if it'll send now on this phone. Sometimes this phone won't send pictures. I don't know why. Let's see if I can go ahead and find you on Facebook. Oh, it showed it sent.
Oh,
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I just got something. Teacup in.
Thanks for the follow. Hello to everyone just coming in. We have new tea that Herb dropped on us earlier. And Leslie's done got it. So. Okay, what do you think that is? Yours is the only one that does it too, Rando.
Okay, that is weird. I don't know. I replied, um, It's almost, it's like I got a target on me. I don't know. I've never seen that.
Yours is the only one that does that.
Maybe I know there's different levels of like moderating you can do. So maybe I don't have full access or something, or I don't have any idea.
I don't know either.
I've never seen it. Ta-da! What you want, girlfriend?
I noticed it last.
Right here.
What, Miss Holly?
I noticed it last night. And,
Like it? I
Al-
got out there all by myself.
her live. Alamada's live.
I need help you
I had it there too.
Yeah.
I need help getting down, Manny.
Hey, just a girl.
Hey, yeah, that's weird because like
I don't like that.
so it wasn't showing up. Now it's just showing her picture, but not a target from like you're saying.
Well, hold on just a minute. I'll send you a picture. Okay, hold on just a minute.
It just a girl. Basically, it's like if you know how if you're online, like some apps and stuff, when it shows you're active, it will. It's basically like that. It's just a white circle with a like a.
No, in the bowl.
Yes, I'm getting there. Hold on, honey.
No, that one.
Oh, you want it in the Captain America one? Okay.
Okay,
All right, hold that.
A picture, darling.
I'm trying to load it.
At this time, Gretchen, we're referring everybody to watch Lisa's video that was just put out a little bit ago. Did you see my reply, Miss Holly?
I did.
Okay. All right, grapes have been administered.
I want to watch Leslie's live video, not Lisa. Leslie. You may
Leslie, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Leslie.
you're sorry. My bad, guys.
Leslie, not Lisa.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't show that on my end.
Hey, I don't know what's up with that. I think she's doing something to my phone. What kind of voodoo?
Gretchen is Leslie, not Lisa. It's Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad. I misspoke. I got no voodoo practices. I don't voodoo. Voodoo. You do. No, I don't.
Somebody said Leslie was at the protest a few weeks ago, came down from Ohio. Is that right?
No.
Hold on just a minute. I'm fixing to display Leslie's video. I got it right here.
No. I don't believe she did, Herb.
Guru told me she did.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
That's peculiar.
I don't know.
I need a new tablet. That's the next thing on my list.
Oh. Tanya says that it's usually white if you're in ghost mode. You're not showing in here.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay, so then I'm curious because I don't know what I did. I was trying to see about how going in ghost mode works because people talk about it a lot. Did you eat all those already? Mm-hmm. Did you chew the whole thing?
Chewed there just a drink.
How many are stored in your cheek?
I'm punching them up.
Oh, you're pinching them up?
Mm-hmm.
With your teeth? Okay, that's a good thing.
It's showing you in my list. So that maybe if you're in ghost mode, that's got to be what it is.
I've never seen that before. Can you pick up? Hey, throw those away. Pick them up and throw them away, please.
It's only if your like pause too long.
I bet that's what it was.
I don't know. I've
So
never
I want to
seen
make
it.
it clear. So I want to make it clear on Leslie. She has never been to a protest. And it also was Miss Danielle that had come down last
Oh, yes.
weekend.
I remember Danielle coming down last weekend. I remember her being there. I didn't think I had ever seen Leslie there.
Yeah,
May
no, she's never been.
That's what I didn't think so either. Yes, Cajun. I think that's what he's thinking too when Danielle came down.
And that was the week before last.
Yes. Not yesterday, but last Sunday, I think.
Yeah, she came down last Sunday. This Sunday was the reporter.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think they said that there was 20 protesters there this week, if I recall correctly.
That's amazing. That is good to hear. I know there were a lot more. That's amazing.
That's up 5 from last week. There was 15 last week, and then this week there was 20, from my understanding.
Yeah, I think Melissa told me yesterday there was 20 there. So that's good.
Awesome. Danielle, so somebody was saying Leslie might have been at the protest, and I was just clarifying that she has never been to a protest and that you were there last Sunday.
Yeah, he probably just confused. He was probably confused. Big Voices for Victims says if my church group gets the buses, about 50 of us are coming down. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be amazing.
I wished if I lived closer, I'm sure I would go every chance I got. But that's 9.5 hours one way, and I just don't do good riding in cars. And I don't fly, so there you go.
That is the same way with me. When I moved back from Florida to here, my feet stay on the ground.
Yeah, I've never flew, and I'm 58 years old, so I don't see me ever flying.
I've flown once, but after the way the planes have been coming out of the sky lately, I think I'm going to stay on the ground.
Right.
I've flown my entire life at least 4 times a year. I would be down there in a heartbeat if I had the vehicle. I definitely would like to come down at least once.
Yes, that's Voices for Victims. Make sure, which I think she pulls a permit every week, but make sure that if y'all do get to come, to make sure you talk to Melissa about it, to make sure that she pulls a permit, because I think anything over 30, is that right? You have to have a permit. Is that correct, y'all?
I am on.
I've heard her talk
Yes.
about it before, but not like the quantity. She's just said that they have to get the permit every week.
Okay, so she does get it every week.
Voices, for your question about the records, I would say go over them and just check to see if any of the information can potentially hurt the case, and avoid putting that out, because we wouldn't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize the case, which I'm sure you already know that, but that would be the suggestion I'd go with.
Well, I guess maybe John Paul had to go to court today. Maybe it's why he hasn't. Uh, I don't know, but it's showing that he has now requested for a jury trial for this last traffic violation. Let's see which traffic violation it was.
I mean, he's a
I saw it.
walking advertisement for those insurance companies. for attorneys. The attorney insurance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw somebody said just a while back before everybody started messaging me that the 20 whatever he just had a court date today, but it got moved to 3 something. So it's in March for a trial jury.
He's requested a jury trial for a freaking traffic violation. If that's not a waste of taxpayers' money, I don't know what is.
Yet he's handing out seats left and right like they're tickets.
Yep.
So nothing today yet, right?
Just he requested a jury trial on this
Okay, so
traffic ticket.
okay, good. Just as long as nobody else has
No,
gotten
I see.
anything out there.
I've been at my desk all day, so I've been refreshing pretty regularly.
It's not letting me on the county website at all. I was able to get on it up until today. I don't know what's going on.
Now I'm not even. Oh, there it is. Oh no, jury trial. Where'd it go? I just seen it. Now it's gone. That wasn't a Wayne, was it? Let me see here. I've got both of them pulled up. That's pitiful, ain't it?
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
Yeah, there it is. Jury trial request. Traffic. Myrtle Beach Municipal Court. I was trying to see more on the ticket. Charges speeding more than 15 but less than 25 miles over the speed limit.
Hey, Tree.
Hey, Tree.
Thanks, Mama.
I messaged her earlier when Herb was telling us about the potential mole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just requested a jury trial for
like all of them. The few I've seen in the box have a laminated little sticker on them, right, for identifying. So this one says SUP4. When I log in, it's SP4.
The phone. Well, I called the wrong one, so you should have. It should say SP4.
Sorry, guys. Let me get him.
Because
I think she made a mistake by popping
Yeah,
up.
I muted her. I thought she was talking to us. We was talking about boxes and the little thing beside
Right.
Randy. So when I figured out she wasn't talking to us, I muted her.
I do think that's kind of odd that you can see that. I wonder. I don't understand why some people can and some people can't. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe because it's not live, but I seen it in Alameda's live last night too, so I don't know.
You've got a superpower.
I don't
Maybe we can Google it. You're cutting out, Miss Holly. Can't hear you.
I invited Tree up so we can find out what she wants to know.
Oh, hey, Mama.
Hey, can't stay on long. I'm waiting for a phone call, so if I disappear real quick, you'll know why. But what was indicated to say that there was a mole?
Well, we don't know, and he quit talking about it, and he didn't text us nothing, so we don't really know, but he thinks there is.
Well, of course there are.
Yeah.
Always will be. That's why I don't fully trust one single person, and especially since that truth thing going on, I had my eyes wide open. Be careful what you say to people. I don't see nothing online that I wouldn't say to their face, so maybe just stick to that part and keep receipts.
Have you seen Leslie's video today?
I'm not reading the comments. I ain't got my glasses on. We just got back from the grocery store.
Have you seen Leslie's video? She asked.
No, about the one said she wasn't done yet.
No.
No, the one about taking pictures.
She just posted it, so it's a new post.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got back. Literally, just got my car pulled up and groceries unloaded and putting groceries up now. So I haven't had a chance to look.
Well, whenever you get a chance, do that because I don't know who all's in here. So when you get a chance, just do that.
Anything that you do,
That or I'll tell you.
if you don't mind, if you don't mind saying it out in the open for everybody to hear, then that's fine. Anything that's on a DM, text, or whatever the case may be, screenshot all conversations to cover your own ass. That would be my suggestion.
Very true.
Don't know who the mole is, but I've always thought that there was one anyway, no matter what. And we don't know who. We don't need to assume who either. We just need to watch our ass. That's all. On what information is divulged to whom.
You don't know who's taking pictures and listening in.
CYA, baby. CYA.
Hi, Dad.
They said hi, Daddy.
Hi.
It is warm today. I'm sweating my ass off. How long ago was he in?
About 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Next.
He must know a little inside stuff right now. So
Yeah, and I think he's probably just going to keep that to himself.
And that's probably good of him to do, to be honest.
I think that's what he's going to do.
That's good. He needs to.
But he was more or less warning us, that he thinks he's pretty sure there is one.
Of course. I appreciate it from him, though.
There's my watchdog right there.
I can't see. I ain't got my glasses.
Oliver. Oh, it's a screenshot.
Hey, everybody.
What are we gonna have for dinner?
I don't know, Dad. I'm still trying to get everything situated here, so give me a minute.
Well, I didn't want to. Okay.
Hot dog it for all I give. 2 wraps patooties right now.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to take a hot dog.
It was, he thought he was, but it wasn't a guaranteed from my understanding of it.
Is it the one we thought? Well, don't start no rumors now. I'm telling you. Now, Chelsea, I know you a go-getter, darling, but come on now. We gotta keep this simple, right?
I'm going to tell y'all that I do not know. I'm just going to tell you that because I really don't.
I don't think nobody really
right
does.
now. I just know that we need to be careful what we say out loud.
We don't want no false accusations out there either.
Exactly.
That's where people get hated. And I've seen too much of it in this case, and it needs to stop. We need concrete to prove. Remember?
No, Leslie put out a video a little while ago, and it's pertaining to Susie's home.
Leslie put out a video, what?
Pertaining to Susie's home.
Pertaining to Susie who?
Susie Skinner's home?
Uh-oh. Can you give me a gist of it?
Possibly up for sale.
Oh, the one that just
It
got
was a
painted?
model.
Is that the one that just got painted?
Correct.
Okay. You want to put the cans up and let me deal with this, please? Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
All right.
Last week it allegedly got painted by somebody that, we all know.
I don't mind saying it. It was JP's son.
Postal
The truth is the truth. What are you going to sue me for false advertisement when that's what was in the yard? Come on now. Besides, he advertised it, so now he just got free advertisement.
Right. I mean, it could send you $350. It's the going rate for verbal advertisement.
And we don't
You're
need
right,
to be putting out
Allison.
any fires. And if we do, we can just grab Miss Holly's fire extinguishers to put them all out.
I got nearly a half a trailer full out there from classes.
How much can you get those for? Because, I need one for under the sink.
Well, it's according on what size you want. They come in different sizes. You gonna come down and get one? If you come to Alabama and get one, you might get one for free.
Well, I would definitely do that. I've been to Alabama before. How much further past Decatur are you?
Oh, I'm close. I'm about 40 minutes from Decatur. I'm west of Decatur, pretty much.
Okay.
Love it.
That was such a quaint little town.
Yeah.
He's west of Decatur and I'm east of Decatur.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have a whole lot of people to pick up, I swear. Well, hopefully I can get to look at I got 2 vehicles I'm gonna look at this week. And fingers crossed, praying before fingers being crossed that God makes one of them happen.
Well, maybe you'll get one. Just hang it up. Just don't settle. Make sure you get what you want, what you need.
Well, I spent two nights and a day looking at this stuff and going back and looking at it. So it came down to 2, and they're, I don't know, one's 2020 and one's a 2017 or something like that, maybe 2016. And they both have, decently low mileage on them. And they both have heated seats, which, that's a real, that's an easy take for me. Heated seats, sold.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't have a remote start, I can deal with that.
Well, now they make them. Now mine's not a remote start, but they got an app that'll start it. So I mean, it's pretty good. You can still sit in your car and you can still sit in your house and start the car.
I want one that you're in the house and you can just hit the button and it starts your car up outside while you're still inside. I want one of those.
Mine does that, but it's on an app that does it. It's the weirdest thing. It's not a key fob. It's an app that does it.
I'll have to look into that.
I don't know that I would like that. I'd be scared that I'd get hacked and somebody be starting my car and trying to drive off with it.
Well, if it's locked, so your car's usually locked, and you can just hit the thing to start it up while it's warming, so they can't get in unless they're really, they got the little coat hanger or whatever to Slim Jim to slide it down your window to unlock the door.
You can't put it
coat hangers and Slim Jims are different.
Put it in here, though, until you put the key in it. You know what I mean? Here till you put the key in it. But we don't lock our doors around here. We live in the country. We don't lock our door. The husband does more than I do. I rarely ever lock my door. And I should, but I rarely do.
Yeah. I just had this conversation last night with someone. And I'm like, we're in the township. Like, we.
Say that.
Oh, I swear.
Because I was saying, like our driveway, it's on the main road, and you can't even leave your car to go out. Like if you go start it up in the morning to go warm it up or whatever, and walk away to go inside the house because some dumb nut will walk by and jump in, and then you look out and there goes your car out the driveway.
Oh my.
I have, literally been in the worst hoods of the closest city and have left the keys in my car with the windows down, and it's still there in the morning.
I am tired of doing paperwork. Ugh. I could not sit at a desk all day anymore. It kills me.
I can relate to that. I'm so glad my youngest daughter's home from school now, and she's got her upstairs. Child is a hot mess. I'm on the phone and she's blowing into a little toy, and the puppy doesn't like when you make noises with your mouth that are like kissy noises or bzz noise. Well, the Blue is in her cage, the littles are in their cage, but I'm on my lunch, so I'm in the kitchen. And finally everybody's quiet. It hasn't been quiet today though. Like I've only been able to do 2 phone calls. 3. I'm sorry, 3. I forgot I made a call out. But getting her to sit there and just, be quiet enough for me to have a phone call. Forget about it, Dave.
You need a soundproof office.
That's my living room. But, she's 3, so I can't leave her to her own devices because, yeah, she's, she gets it honest. That's all I can say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Kyra, I didn't see that. But yeah, she'd be one that I'd leave alone, and I'd come back and water would be on the floor. The dogs would be just, it's been chaos. It's just utter chaos, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm done having babies.
Now we know. Now we know why you have kids when you're young. Just say that.
I was late to the game. I started at 28 having kids.
So did my daughter, my oldest, her mom. She was 20, let's see, she's 26. So it's, yeah. I think it. You guys go ahead.
I just didn't want to talk over anybody. I was 28 when I had my son, and 28 when I got pregnant with him, and 29 when I had him.
And he's your oldest?
Yes.
How old was you when you had your daughter?
31.
Okay. My daughter is thinking about doing the surrogate thing again, and I really don't want her to, but she's thinking about it. She got an appointment today to talk to him about it. I know it's a good thing, but I don't think she's let her body heal enough yet to go ahead and do it again.
Has it been 2 years or more?
It's just she had the baby in July of last year.
Okay. They've said, I don't know if something's changed, but it was always said that, it takes our bodies 2 years to heal from one birth.
Yes, that's what I want to tell her, but moms are dumb, and we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Right. I was 19, 29, and 30, 31. I was almost 32 when she was born, my youngest.
Well, it will be. It will probably. It will. Well, she's not. She's just now starting the process, and it's probably a 6 month process. So it'll be a year when she starts it. So it'll probably be close to 2 years. But my goodness, it's just so much. Especially if she gets some parents like the last time she had. It was a nightmare because they was calling the doctor's office all the time and making her have special tests done that was kind of unnecessary.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
she's just the vessel.
Yep, that's what she tells me, and when the baby was born, of course I was at the hospital because that's my baby in there, but I didn't hold the baby or anything. I didn't even get close to it.
Nope, no point.
And she
It's
told me
nacho cheese.
that's right. She that's what she told me. That Mama, this is my belly buddy. We're not getting attached to it.
Oh. You know,
So
I gotta give you credit, give her a lot of credit. I commend being able to do that because you get attached. And it would take a really special person to be able to not get attached and to be able to.
go ahead.
What?
Well, I just said hi to
Oh,
Ann.
hi, Ann.
Go ahead. Not get attached.
Yeah, not get attached, but that's a very special gift.
It is. I'm very proud of her for doing it, but it's just, I just don't want her to take a toll on her body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know a lot of us have babies that are a whole lot closer together. I'm just saying that medically speaking, that's what I was always told was to wait 2 years. That's how long it takes for the body to actually heal.
Yes, absolutely. I've always heard that too. That's what I want to tell her, but I know she's going to say, "Well, Mom, you know how kids are, because Mama don't know what they're talking about." Oh, she must not have meant to come up. How's Ann? Right, Pam, and I just don't want her to mess her body up. She had two of her own before she had one, then she had a miscarriage, and then she had another one. And her baby's only two. Her baby will be 3 in March, and then she had one last July, and now she's having a Zoom meeting today to talk about doing it again. Hey, Ann.
Hi everyone. I'm sorry, I just came in, so I'm not sure what everyone's talking about. Sounds like babies.
Yeah, we was just my daughter's having a Zoom meeting today about being a surrogate again. She's already done it once, and I just think it's a little too soon. But we've been talking a little about the Micah case and about John Paul. He's got another. He hadn't done another lawsuit, but he's been in court today, or he's done something because he's got requested a jury trial for another ticket. So, and then we talked about possibly the Susie Skinner's house being up for sale.
Well, first of all, God bless your daughter.
Thank you.
Totally. I mean, how far apart would be the two pregnancies?
She had the last one in July of last year, and she's just now having a Zoom meeting, and it usually takes a few months, to get all the paperwork together and find a couple and all that. So it would be possibly by the time she had the baby, a year and a half, a little bit more maybe.
Yeah, my first two are 14 months apart.
Right.
I was a little busy
Yeah.
back then.
My sister had them 18 months apart, and that is hard when you come home with two in diapers.
Oh, I had one on each hip for about 6 years, and then the second one and the third one were 24 months apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to get tied because it was getting to be ridiculous.
Right. Right.
But I'll tell you what, I mean, I know you're saying this is surrogate, right? But as a mom, I thank God that I had them close because I really enjoy them now, as adults. That they're so close and they're so close to each other. And they're, in each other's lives and they're friends with each other. So I get a real kick out of that. John Paul, I don't know what else to say about John Paul without becoming vulgar.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel the same way.
I spoke to Raquel. I just want to let everybody know. I just spoke to her today on the phone.
Good.
What a nice lady. My goodness. I mean, she is an inspiration.
Absolutely.
I was so inspired by, and I even asked her, I said, "Are you sure you're okay?" She goes, "No, I have peace." I asked her, I said, "Is your son saved?" She said, "Yes." And I went, "Oh, okay. Now I know why you're in peace." Not that
Good.
Micah or Angelita are any different. Just she was very inspiring for me. The faith, So God bless her. We had a nice talk, and I did speak to Regina Ward's office because I don't know why, but Robbie Harvey messaged me last night to call her, and I guess he spoke to her. I don't know, but that they were going to help me have it dismissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good news. I'm glad to hear that.
Very.
There's some updates for you guys, but
I worry about all you guys. I really, really do. And it just breaks my heart. We all know what kind of crazy Lulu he is, but it's just heartening to hear all of what everybody, what he's doing to everybody. And everybody's got to focus on that and realize you all have lives too, and it also is affecting you. And that's, I guess, just seeing things saying, that certain people here, certain people, it's like, no, it's all of them, and it affects every single one of them.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
And thank you for saying that, because I always put on this strong face in front of everybody when I do go on camera. And I know Rando knows this and Tracy knows this. I've been falling apart probably for the past 3 weeks. I've probably had one of the worst flare-ups of the rheumatoid arthritis and the fibromyalgia since this all started. Out of stress, just stressing out over it. And not
Exactly.
that
And what is the one silent thing they say the silent killer is stress. And people have to realize that. They can put the front on just like you said, but behind those doors, we all have to stop and realize they are stressing out just as much as everybody else is over this case. And my heart, and I say prayers for all of you guys every single night.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so kind.
Just know you all are in our prayers.
Yeah, you guys have been support. Thank you. Yeah, so and I also know that I don't think Rando's been getting any sleep. I know I haven't. I know Tracy Davis hasn't. I don't think any of us have, really. I wonder if this is what John Paul wanted.
Oh, as much chaos and attention and focus as possible. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's discord, it's confusion. We all know where that comes from.
Right on.
That's why it was nice Saturday night to see everybody come together and just laugh hysterical and just forget about something for one night. And Saturday night was amazing. Guru, I give him kudos for being a great, great person to have everybody.
Tell me how that went, because Raquel was a bit.
Go ahead. No, go. Well, go on my page. Well, you could go on my page. Everybody's been posting. I have some videos out of like his arm getting waxed, that Miss Courtney waxed his arm, and he's still saying it hurts, but that was hilarious. Miss Courtney and Mr. Guru doing the tortilla challenge with the tortilla with those big burrito shells. That was absolutely crazy. Him getting in a dress with, well, his nails fell off and going to Circle K was the best.
Tell me about that. So he went to Circle K. Oh my gosh.
Yes, in the dress with the wig on.
Oh, that is
I
too
posted.
funny.
I turned mine
And
into a
Tree has
story
an
and added funnies.
Really?
yeah,
So I
and
can
Tree
see
did.
it?
Yeah, Tree downloaded the whole live on her YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I was
You want a
celebrating.
good laugh and a relaxing night, go watch it and just make sure you have some Depends on because you're going to need it.
It was good for the soul. It really was.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. I was celebrating my 16th wedding anniversary over the weekend.
Well,
So
happy
that's thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you. And so we, like two boring people, spent the entire weekend playing board games, eating Chinese food, and just having a good. It was the greatest weekend I've had in a long time, and I know that sounds crazy, but we had so much fun.
You needed that though. That's what you needed.
So many laughs, and I didn't never realize how competitive my husband was until Saturday. Yeah.
Raquel said hi to you. I don't know if you saw that, Ian.
Hi there. Hi. How are you? You guys are awesome. I
Happy
don't have my
anniversary.
glasses on. Thank you.
Everybody in the chat's telling you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a wonderful weekend.
Hey, Steph.
I think I saw Veronica come in.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh,
I'm
Steph, are you okay?
so sore. Oh my
What
god.
happened?
I fell down a flight of stairs here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, last night, and I fell. I took a step on the first step, and I figured they'd get me someday because I have neuropathy, and sometimes my feet need stealing, and
Yeah,
I'm just so ready to get away from these stairs.
I understand that.
But I landed
I
on
don't
my
do them.
elbow. My elbow's bruised up, and
Aw.
landed on my side, my hip. I mean, it literally feels like I've been in a car wreck.
So, Steph, that's not the new house, right? You haven't moved into the new place yet?
No, it's not the new house, and there are no stairs at the new house. They're banned.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
I don't know what's worse, falling up or falling down.
I don't think anything's worse. I was gonna go, but I'm just trying to feel.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Was your husband home or your son?
Yeah, everybody came running. My husband, my son, my nephew, and both cats. Everybody was looking at me. I was laying on the ground. My
The
husband's like,
cats were
"Oh my
concerned.
god, oh my god!" Yeah, both cats were like, "Oh my god."
How can you feed us?
Yeah, the dog came running. I mean, it was an event.
Aw.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah, stairs in Europe, Steph, you would not like them. They're very steep. I fell down them all the time.
Bad. My husband come home and said tomorrow's going to be worse, and I said, "Well, I just don't have time for that." I mean, I'm sitting over looking at dishes, knowing they ain't going to get done. I got to get up and figure out how to bend.
Oh,
I was
wow.
wondering where you were this morning.
I was in bed whelping for bed pain.
Yeah, I
Right.
came up
Well,
and
no,
said
that's what I
it.
thought. I was hoping nothing had happened to you. I didn't have a good feeling.
Yeah, did you get checked? That's a great question, Pam. Did you get checked, Steph? Did you get looked
No,
at?
no, I don't think anything's broke. I'm just really, really, really sore. And
Okay.
I know fractures can happen and stuff. I'm worried about my elbow. If anything, but because that's pretty much what I landed on.
Ugh. Well, if anything turns the color purplish black, you know you've got an issue. You got to get it x-rayed.
Okay. Just going to keep an eye on it. But for now, I'm planning on being back at the show in the morning. I mean, I'm just, if I can handle sitting up for a while. I mean, I'm fine right now. I'm sitting on a pillow. Um, just try to take some Tylenol. I know it don't really help. I can't really take ibuprofen because of my kidneys.
Oh, wow. That means you can't take anything for pain either, right?
Well, not. I mean, in excess, I wouldn't be able to, but I don't even like pain medicine. Don't want nothing to do with it. I've got muscle relaxers. I have to take a muscle relaxer every day because of my implant. It called where they put it, and it sometimes happens. Um, it tried to join forces with my muscles there, and so it'll cause my muscles to spasm in my back, and then the box will extrude. Like, if you ever seen, like you can look at my back and see the box sticking out of my back.
Oh.
And I have to take a muscle relaxer every day because I have to relax that muscle to get the box to go back in. Because it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, hurts like.
Can you have NSAIDs?
No. Stage 3 kidney disease.
Oh.
Don't ask me how that happened. I tell you what, it's probably stress because you guys were just talking about how stress can affect the body. Well, stress is the number one cause of kidney disease. I woke up, I mean, I was born stressed. I come out and was like, oh my, wanting a hay bale.
Well, I didn't know that.
It is. And you wonder how. Because you think, well, God, somebody with kidney disease, that's not, that. How's that connected to stress? But trust me, it is. I learned a lot.
Well, I mean, for example, a short-term treatment for pain could be like Toradol, which works fabulously. I mean, it's a high potency anti-inflammatory. I'm not going to give you more than 5 days worth, or if they give it to you in pill form, or they'll give you a shot. But at least you'll get some relief. Do you think your kidney will allow that?
Yeah, I'm just at the very beginning of stage 3, like at the very tip. And I've increased my water take. I try to do 80 ounces a day, and that increases my kidney function. I'm not saying I don't sneak a Pepsi like I'm about to right now, but I try to drink a lot of water. And if I wake up tomorrow and I can't, and I'm moving like I am now, and I'm hurting, then I will go. I will go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because you don't. If it is fractured, you don't want it to heal in a way where it's going to give you trouble later.
I know. My husband come home and he's like, "Well, we are 50, so we got to be careful when we fall. It's going to take you a long time to heal." And I was like, "Damn. Hey, honey, how's your day?"
Aww. Can you stay away from the stairs, Steph? Is it avoidable?
No, it's not avoidable. This is what I hate about this house. My son bought one of those split level houses from like the 70s.
Oh my gosh.
And when you walk in, is the foyer, which is what I landed on.
Yeah.
And you can go up the stairs and you're in the living room, and down the stairs you're in the
I grew up in a
basement.
house like that in Long Island.
Yeah, well, we live in the basement. And that's where my bed is, and the laundry room, and my bathroom, and my office where I go live.
Yeah.
So, and I have to come up here because this is where the kitchen is. So I'm crawling up and down the stairs today to get from one place to the other, and it's so painful.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't be able to survive in a house like that. There's just no way. I'd have to either stay upstairs all the time or downstairs all the time. There would be no going up and down.
This is I took a picture last night. This is the stairs I found down, and I landed on the other end of the foyer on my left side.
Oh. It's wood too.
Wood. So if you go down the other set of stairs and down there, you land in my office and then the basement. It's an open basement, completely finished open basement.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's right. Even going up and down those stairs would be very difficult.
It is. It's something that I've battled for months, just waiting for the new house to be done.
When do you move
And
in?
I knew with my neuropathy that they would get me. I knew one day I would slip it, and it happened. But thank God I didn't roll and go down the other set, or I could have broke my neck. So I'm grateful.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Praise God. That wasn't worse. When do you go into the new place?
Well, they put the electric meter on the other day, so we got electric and all that now. We can get a certificate of occupancy, and then that's how you can go ahead and start and close the loan, which takes 30 days. So my guesstimation is sometime in March.
Oh, all right. No way of getting a hot plate and a microwave and a little refrigerator for downstairs to avoid the kitchen. You have to go to the kitchen.
Well, just to be honest with you, there's nobody here that would go get those things for me or take the
Oh,
time to. So, and that's the other thing I hate about this big house, is that I'm the only one that has to clean it. And somebody who's disabled trying to clean stairs
yeah.
is horrible. And I just can't wait to get it. I love my son and he's got a cute house, but it's just not for me. I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're okay, where it wasn't something that hospitalized you.
Oh my gosh. I haven't even brushed my hair today, so. But yeah, I can't even believe I did that.
Well,
Yeah.
I've done that, but I've done that because I was balancing things in my hands going up and down stairs and fractured the tailbone.
Oh my.
And that was before my back surgery.
You
Yeah.
don't think I landed? I started right here on this step, and when I took the step down to the next one is when I lost my footing, and I fell down the steps, and I landed over behind these boxes in front of that couch. You see that pink shirt on the ground? That's where
Yeah.
my head ended up.
Dear God.
Yeah,
And
you're lucky you didn't get hurt worse though.
God, I know. And I got pretty strong bones. I only had a fractured finger my whole life. I don't know. I hope I didn't fracture nothing. I'm worried about my elbow. I'm really worried.
Yeah, wooden stairs to boot, not even carpeting, give you some. Yeah, see, that's. Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to tell from that. That just looks like simple bruising. If your whole elbow were to turn black, that would give an indication of a break. Yeah,
Is it swelled?
Yeah,
it's,
it's
Yeah.
little. It's not bad.
it is a big bruise, it's true. Now, are you able to bend? Straighten,
Yeah,
bend, straighten, bend?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't feel like anything's broken. I just hope nothing's fractured that's little that you can't see, or feel rather. Um, but somebody said, "Well, if you go, let us put your arm in the sling," and I can't. I can't do that. I got too much stuff to do. So I'm just gonna hope it's just bruised, like the
Yeah.
other side of my body, my left side.
It wouldn't be a bad idea, though, to be putting it on ice if you can.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Try to keep ice on it every 2 hours for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I will. I really hadn't done. I hate putting ice and stuff, and so I really hadn't done that today, but I will. I guess.
And elevated. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But go ahead. I didn't mean to. I know, Debbie. Here's the thing: is so a normal person would fall down that and just be hurting so bad. But my body being a neuropathy body, and then I have fibro. I feel like every time I move, I mean, it just makes it 10 times worse.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're bruised from your knee. Oh, and the bottom of your foot. Wow.
Ouch.
I thought she was saying from her knee all the way to the bottom of her foot. Yeah, the RA is really. I was diagnosed with RA back when I was 23, and I've never had such a bad flare up as I have right now. It's really beating the hell out of me, and I'm not saying that I hate giving any credit to anybody who's causing this, which we know who it is, that's causing the stress. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Where I'm having trouble typing and moving my fingers, and I hate this.
Maybe it'll all be over soon as far as that part goes.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I know. I got to get my head in a good place, and that only happens really with praise and worship. I just got to go into a praise and worship, like one really intense one.
I hope you're feeling better soon, but that other part's going to go away soon. And just look what all our president's doing right now.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. I can't keep up.
I know he's moving too fast.
I think it's great, but it's like I wake up in the morning, I check the news. I always check certain places for his activities. And I'm like, how does he do this? They've got to be giving him something or making him supersonic, because I know that's for men. I know a lot of men, they say when they're working, it keeps them alive. And somebody had said that he's been keeping the candle lit late. Like he's up late every night. They could tell because the Marine is standing outside the door really late at night where he's working. And then you wake up the next morning and you find out, 17 inspector generals have been fired, or, there's a lot of people that are very worried right now because he's going to come at them hard. And I think that's going to be through Kash Patel and Tulsi. And I think that's why it's taken so long for their confirmation. I'm just holding on, gripping onto my chair, just waiting for those confirmations, because I really think that's when the poop's going to hit the fan. When those two are confirmed, it's going to get wild.
Absolutely. I'm waiting on that. It's coming.
Because the lists are going to come out.
Yes.
And that's going to be heavy. There's going to be people on those lists that even I think I'm going to be surprised and go, really? Oh my gosh, they're on the list?
Yes.
So.
Oh, it's go time.
It's go time indeed. So, maybe the Lord wants me to take it easy before that happens, because I have a feeling we're going to be very busy. I don't know if you know Miss Holly, but on my Rumble channel, me and Tracy have been covering who he's been up against, Trump or his administration.
Okay.
Who's been fighting him since 16? who they're made up of. You know, central bankers and all those lovely people.
Yes. Okay. Do y'all do that on Wednesday night? What night do y'all do that?
Wednesday night.
Okay.
Wednesday night. If there's something that's really urgent that I have to update, I'll make an announcement, but it's usually Wednesday evening.
Yeah, I got to start coming and joining that, and I got to come and start watching that.
I figured I'd love everybody to come and see. We did do the first show was on. I said I want to be careful. I don't want to get you in trouble here. So if you remember Liz Crokin,
Yes.
and remember what the story she covered about pizza.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So that was the first show we did.
Yes.
And the second one we did was on the music industry and the, witchcraft. So I'll just give you a short synopsis if you don't mind, Miss Holly. I'll just be real quick. Whenever an album is made, this has been going on for decades, they take the master. It doesn't matter. Every genre does this. And all the big named recording studios do this. And they take the master and they bring it into a room where they cast spells onto it. So that when it goes out, it's heard from by the people that they're affected by the demonic that's been or casted over these songs or albums or whatever. That's been going on for many, many decades. So we exposed that, and then finally we did Out of Shadows last week, which pretty much talks about the trafficking in Hollywood. And it was that's mixed with also Liz Crokin, and it was these two Hollywood stuntmen who did this documentary and just kind of exposed what they have seen in Hollywood. A little bit of Operation Mockingbird was thrown into that too. So, yeah, it's on the magazine channel, Created a Class magazine on Rumble, or you can find it on CDEC Mag 12. Rando knows; she knows the channel. And
I am following that channel on Rumble, so I'm just going to have to come back, and I'm just going to have to go catch up, and then start coming back to y'all's lives.
that would be great. And we, because her and I haven't been feeling that great, sometimes we'll do a pre-recorded just so we don't have nothing up. I want to make sure something's up, so I'll do a pre-recorded. But there'll always be something on Wednesday, one way or another, until these two fabulous people get confirmed. And I feel like we're just kind of laying the groundwork for everybody.
Yes.
So it makes sense when the
when all
poo-poo
of
hits.
it is happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So is that lady you was talking about? Is that the one that actually done the Fall of the Cabal series?
Okay, we also played her too. Thank you for bringing her up. That was what's her name? Lord help me. Janet Osabard.
Yes, that was her. Yes.
Yeah, and she was allegedly self-unalived. We don't believe she was.
No.
Yeah.
She was unalived, all right, but not self-unalived.
Right. She was a Dutch woman, and she did an incredible job. I did leave her link on where you can find all of her documentaries. Very difficult to find.
Yes.
But there is a link there to give you to where you can find all her work.
I went down this rabbit hole about 6 years ago, and it's crazy.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Okay. I used to work for, I'm not sure if you know, his name is Good Dog. He was Patriot Soapbox. He was like one of the hosts of Patriot Soapbox. Then he went on his own. And I was his moderator for like 3.5 years.
Okay. Now, did you ever watch Phil Godlewski? Godlewski, I mean, that's who I always watched.
Phil and Derek Johnson and LT from And We Know.
Yes.
I used to watch iPod too, In Pursuit of Truth, but he disappeared. And Red Pill, or Red Pill something, and he also Red Pill 76.
Yes.
But I've been watching JLR lately, and I have a feeling he's one of them, only from his language.
Right. Okay.
I'm just noticing that. I didn't notice it when he was covering Micah, but I'm noticing it. BitChute, yes. You could find a lot of that stuff on BitChute.
I think BitChute is where I found the fall of the cabal. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. It is there. You're right. I'm sorry that it is still there. I just haven't had it on my phone in a while. You know. But there is a link. Oh God, I made everybody run away. I just put on my glasses. I notice everybody's gone.
Oh well, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We ain't worried about it.
Where did Steph go? Is she okay?
Maybe. I hope Steph's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying this about Steph, but there's going to be a lot of people when all this stuff goes down that's probably going to self unalive themselves because of all the crap that they know nothing about.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be very, well, I'm very worried about that. I'm hoping enough people have heard enough, even if they thought of it as conspiracy theory, uh, thought enough of it to where they'll sit back and go, oh my gosh, they were right, instead of getting to where they feel hopeless.
Right. That's what I'm hoping for too.
Oh, oh, good, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, it's kind of scary stuff that we report on. And like Miss Holly is saying, some people may want to respond with, a hopeless way and that's not necessary. Jesus Christ is always the answer.
Absolutely. You're 100% right.
Amen.
There she is.
My daughter called to check on her daughter.
Aw.
And I asked her, which one of us do you care about more? Because I need help.
Aw.
You left her here this
No, I told her how she got on and was doing the filters, and it's. I just don't have the energy for a toddler anymore. I'm like, oh, what are you thinking? But it's family. I love them, and I want to spend time with her, so I've got to suck it up.
Aw.
And
Listen,
yeah, the birds.
I was 52 before my first grandbaby was born. And a lot of these people are way, 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 way younger. I sit down on the floor with my 3-year-old last week. It took me like 3 days to get over it because my hip hurt so bad. So
Oh.
in a way, I wished I would have been a younger grandma, but then I didn't want my kids. I wanted my kids to be stable before they started having children. So,
Right. And it's, well, this is really the first time, like, and we've been kind of forced into it for me having to have her. And because she's a COVID baby. So I wasn't there when she was born. I wasn't at the hospital, and I went over as much as I could afterwards, but both circumstances between her husband and my ex-boyfriend, it really limited my contact, my ability. And she's been single now for, I want to say 2 years, 3 years maybe. And I've been for a year. So we're just kind of getting into it, But of course I'm going to, take her regardless of what I got going on, because that's my daughter, that's my granddaughter, and that's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are precious moments. Kids, my first one, I was 17. Their kids, in their late 20s. I don't know how that happened.
The
Yeah,
same.
my daughter was 29 and my son was 25. I'm also glad that they did that rather than the way I did it.
Well, like I was telling them, I was 19, 29, and 31, almost 32 with mine.
Yeah, I think I had more patience and more understanding. I was kind of a fearful mom. I was a helicopter mom. And I think that's because I was young and I lacked understanding, you
Yeah.
know. And especially since I had my kids during the time of the Adam Walk story came out. Yeah. You
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And so I was an insane mother. You know, I would have had them on leashes if I was allowed. Dear God, what's going on? Why, what's going on? Let me put my glasses on. Is something happening? Did somebody say a plane went down in Minnesota?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hope not. I'm not sitting in my computer right now. I don't know.
Did that just happen? Who was the one? Another plane.
Figure me out.
Uh, let me go look real quick.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Take it.
I'm
Hey,
curious if it's a small, like, commuter.
I don't know. I just caught like a blip of it and it was like off before I knew it. Um, the plane did catch fire, but I think the people got out. I think like they were landing or something and it caught fire, but I think the people got out is from what I'm understanding, but I haven't it was like a real quick clip, so I'm not 100% sure what was going on with the plane. But it did have fire, I know that.
Lord have mercy. I bet.
I'll have to try and find it and see if I can find it again, but that's too many planes, y'all.
Yeah, I agree.
One in California, one in Virginia, one in Pennsylvania, one in Texas, and now, if this is correct, if it's correct, Minnesota.
Well, the thing of it is, you know, it's not that it's more happening or it's happening all the time. They've always happened. We just didn't have access to knowing about it like we did.
The media did not post it. The media did not tell you about it the last
Right.
few years. That's what's happening. And now they're going to tell you about every little thing.
Yeah. So it's going to seem far more drastic than what it is.
Oh, it's getting reported now, someone said. So, well, I
I
mean,
mean, not to
Holly,
mention back in the day, it used to be, you know, you would only get reportings if it was a hijack, if it was, you know, a big Boeing 747, you know, not these little commuters and puddle jumpers and, you know, transports between hospitals, that kind of stuff you didn't hear about.
yeah, more stories.
All I'm able to find is that there was a Minnesota native on the one of the airplanes that went down a few days ago. I can't find anything about a plane going down. Yeah, maybe it just happened. It's too soon.
Maybe so. I don't know. Maybe so. And they had some kind of fire at the Martinez refinery in California last night.
Hmm. There's a lot of stuff going on.
And I'm scared because my friend Wednesday, she's flying out to New York. Her and her both of her girls are going. They gave her that for her birthday, and I was like, wow, I hope y'all, I'm gonna be saying a prayer for the flight because it scares me. I'm really scared about having the Super Bowl in New Orleans though.
When is that supposed to be?
Yeah.
This week?
Next weekend, I think.
The 9th, I think, right?
Yeah.
That would be this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna hop down. I gotta answer some calls and get some stuff done while I have the opportunity.
okay. Tell Fraser I said hi.
I will. I fed him last night.
Okay.
So, all right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Love you
Bye.
too.
Who's Fraser?
The spider.
What?
Her
She let me name him.
spider that freaks me out.
Freaks me out too, but at least if I name him and she let me in on it, I don't feel as freaked out. It's so funny. She sent me a picture of him when we first started talking on Facebook Messenger. And she didn't think anything of it. She just snapped a picture. I didn't expect it, and I opened the picture and I threw my phone across the room. I said to my husband, "You're gonna have to go get my phone. I need you to erase that picture." And so I told her, I said, "Don't send me any more pictures. I'm gonna break my phone."
So, well, I'm seeing that I'm not the only one that has fibro here.
Okay, if I had it, I didn't know I had it until after the car accident. It didn't really show itself, or,
A major trauma can bring it on.
Bella.
Yeah.
Holly, you have it too, huh?
Not me.
No.
No, I've got real bad arthritis and bursitis, but I don't have fibro, or I've never been diagnosed with it. Let me put it that way.
I've been diagnosed. I'm diagnosed with it. And I have 2 arthritises with it, and other autoimmune diseases, but it keeps you down.
Absolutely. I have with my bursitis. I can't even imagine anything else added to that.
Yeah, I have that in my left hip.
I have it in both my hips, so therefore,
Eva down there has it too, she said. Mimi has it too, I know.
And see, I had cut out dairy and went totally non-dairy. I mean, all the way down to my butter, creamer for the coffee, all of it, thinking that would help. And like I said, it's the weirdest thing that I'm having such a horrible flare up.
Me too.
I'm having a hard time. I'm right-handed, and so my right fingers and hand and wrist is just.
That's
keeping
mine.
me up at night.
Yeah. If you look at my knuckles right now, especially like my thumb knuckle on my right hand, that one is super swollen right now.
Now, what's really weird is, and maybe Miss Holly's heard of this, there were these kits that certain Patriot channels were giving out, and in that was ivermectin, HCQ, antibiotic. They called it a COVID kit. And I've had it in my closet for the longest time. I didn't think anything of it. I just knew it was there. And I remember years ago, the rheumatologist offered to put me on Plaquenil, which is what HCQ is. And I said, no, I don't want to be on anything that suppresses my immune system because, I what if there's a virus or something out there, I want to be able to fight it. I didn't realize that it was going to help me with the autoimmune symptoms. P.S. I took one about a week ago because one of the other symptoms that and when I say flare up, I'm not joking. My glands were swollen in my throat, and I couldn't even swallow. And I did everything. I took all the allergy pills and everything else, and it just wasn't working. I took one HCQ, one, and the following morning it was gone.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And now I'm starting to think, maybe I should go see that rheumatologist and get myself, at least, a prescription of it, fill it, put it in the house, because those
Yeah.
kits are like $200-300.
Yes.
What's the name of the medicine?
Hydrochloroquine.
Yeah, hydrochloroquine.
Right,
Yes.
and they refer to it as HCQ. Plaquenil is the actual name, the brand, or the pharmaceutical name.
And the ivermectin that she talks about, they use that on farm animals, horses and cows, but people swear by that stuff. I have local people that actually takes that stuff.
Well, that's the ivermectin. Now that is fabulous they're finding that it's good for
everything.
Cancer. Yeah, I mean, they're finding cancer.
And I think even dementia, it might help a little bit.
I would not be surprised.
Because it's been found that dementia, they think it's still in the works of looking into, thinking it's parasites.
Yes, and it's crazy that they worked so hard to keep people from getting it. They didn't want people to get it because
that's why
people would go broke if people knew that what all ivermectin done.
Now, ivermectin you can get on Amazon, as Miss Holly said, and it's a horse paste.
Yes, it is.
But it's ivermectin. What animals get, and I didn't know this till recently, so bear with me. I did not know that animals get the same medications that humans get. I had no idea until recently that that's how, so for example, if they're going to get an antibiotic, they're going to get the same antibiotic a human's going to get.
Yes.
So ivermectin is a human drug. They just happen to give it to horses. It is not a horse drug that they happen to give to humans. The other way around. But, mainstream media takes everything.
Big Pharma don't want us to have it.
Right on, yeah.
Because if we have it, then they're, that just makes them lose money if it's going to heal all these things.
Right, that's right. So, I mean, the only thing out of that kit that I wouldn't be able to get is the antibiotic, but, no big deal. I mean, most places, you can go to an urgent care and go, my toe hurts, and they'll give you, an antibiotic.
Yes.
But
go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
The what do you call it? HDC?
HCQ.
HCQ, there you go. Now, I have heard of homemade recipes of that. Have you?
Yeah, I did.
I wonder if the homemade recipes really work.
Well, there's an active ingredient in every medication. So maybe that's the active ingredient that they're showing us. And I remember hearing about that too. Oh gosh, I wish I can remember what it was. Oh, I remember it was something sour.
Jen Burks just put in lemon and orange peels and boil them down for a particular amount of time. I remember seeing a recipe for it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and it turns out kind of soury, cloudy liquid. But that's it. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, when you boil the lemon and orange peels, like the liquid that's left is what you drink?
Yeah, that's the HCQ. So what that is it's an immunosuppressant. So whatever symptoms you get, for example, like with COVID, when you get these, because it's the symptoms that harm people. you know, the major fever, the coughing, all the stuff that goes on with the lungs, yada yada. And so the immunosuppressant suppresses the symptoms. That's why the swollen glands went away in one night. You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's me. So yeah, that same formula that Miss Holly just said is supposed to do the same. It's supposed to stop the symptomology of a virus, parasite, or bacteria.
You see, I started getting really sick after I caught mono from one of my students
Wow.
because I didn't know, like, you know, you could have a room full of students, you could have sneezing and coughing and all that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And this little girl was right by my desk. Well, I never knew that mono could be spread by coughing or sneezing. Like, I've always thought it had to be like saliva, you know?
Yes.
But it isn't. It can be through, like, when they sneeze, the little sneeze that enters the air can carry the mono, and you breathe it in, and you can catch it that way. Did y'all know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Airborne.
It's
And,
airborne disease then.
yeah. And so, like, a couple weeks later, I thought she had just been sick with something like a cold or something. I never really knew what the little girl had. And anyway, a couple of weeks later, all of a sudden I woke up and I felt like, y'all, I felt like death. And I was like, something is severely wrong with me. I thought, am I getting cancer? Something's really wrong. And went to the doctor and they're like, oh, they tested me and you have one of the highest cases we have ever seen of mono. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to miss work for 2 entire weeks. But it never leaves your system. It stays hidden and can rear its head up or get you. It suppresses your like, it isn't good for your immune system. So after I caught that, I started catching so many other things, and fibro was one of them after that.
Well, then that traumatized your body.
Yeah. And another thing, before I found out about fibro too, I was having a lot of pain all over my body, which couldn't figure out what was going on and all that. But come to find out, they had to do exploratory surgery because they thought it was my thyroid, but then nothing would show up. It was my parathyroid, which is behind your regular thyroid. And I had, when they explored, 2 tumors that were perfectly sitting right behind my thyroid. So when they did all the scans and stuff, it would never show up.
Yeah.
And I had 2 tumors that were causing all that pain. It was pulling calcium out of my bones, they said. And that was why my bones were hurting so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through that with Hashimoto's. Like, yeah.
I have Hashimoto's. I have
Mhm.
it. And I have fibro. And I have osteo and psoriatic arthritis and bone spurs on my spine and my heels. And
Now I had the bone spurs, and my neck is made up of like 60% metal now after all the surgeries. And so what's left is the 3-4 on the top, and that's where the bone spurs are. And they sometimes give me headaches, so I just put on the hard brace, which does kind of a traction thing, and then when I use that, it goes away. So I found that traction sort of helps with that pain, takes the pressure off. And I have spurs in the hip as well. That's hard because of the weight. If I could get rid of the weight, it probably wouldn't hurt as much.
but then to get rid of the weight, when people say, oh, well, exercise, which I need to do, but when you are in this much pain, it enhances the pain and doesn't get rid of it.
I've lost weight before. I've never been this heavy, but I have lost weight before without what you're saying. Because I lived with my daughter. I was staying with my daughter for 7 months. My son-in-law was deployed, and she was alone with the baby. So I went and stayed with her. And she's a CrossFit trainer. And so in her house, there's no dairy, everything is keto. So for 7 months, I ate keto, and I was also forced to eat in a what do they call that? Intermittent fasting. So we didn't have breakfast till 11 o'clock in the morning. And we would stop eating at 7 o'clock at night. And I just followed her schedule, and this weight fell off me. And all I was doing was playing with my granddaughter that whole time. You know?
Well, that's
For
cool.
people like you and me, that's what works.
Well, I guess I'll have to start doing that then, because I tell you what, and then like I also have my right knee. He doesn't want to do surgery on it right now because he, quote, said I'm too young, and I laughed at that one because I'm 55. He was like, because they only last 10 years.
All surgeries do.
And
Yeah.
so I don't want to be 65 and having to go through another surgery. So I'm kind of just, he used the injections that it makes like a gel that's kind of sits between your bones in your knee so they don't touch and hurt each other. So yeah, so it's like I'm falling apart by this age, 55. I hate to see 65 because 55, I swear I feel like I'm 80.
Well, with Kennedy in position, I think things are going to get better health-wise and treatment-wise and cure. Right, Miss
Yes.
Hall? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm feeling
Absolutely.
very, very
Did you
optimistic.
say Kennedy?
Robert Kennedy, yes.
Oh, Robert Kennedy, yeah, duh.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of, duh, from Louisiana, John Kennedy. I'm like, wait, did he get...
No, but he's funny. But no, Robert Kennedy is really on the move, and he's confirmed, thank you, Jesus. So I feel very optimistic that by the end of this year, I'll give you an example. Like, GMO used to drive me nuts. I've been screaming about Monsanto probably for over 20
Me
years.
too.
If you get an orange, for example, and God makes it a certain size, and GMO makes it bigger, it stands to reason the person who consumes that bigger vegetable or fruit is going to get bigger. It makes more sense that that's going to happen if you keep eating food with all of that in there. So our bodies can't break that down. So where's it going to go?
In your cells, you're everywhere.
Right. So this is why Americans, the highest concentration of autoimmune is here. I lived in Holland. I lived in Amsterdam for 5 years. And you got 90-year-olds riding bicycles. You've got people who eat pizza and hamburgers, and they eat just like us, food-wise. And meanwhile, they're all, normal weight. They don't have autoimmune rampant like they do here. Well, why? Because they don't have all that garbage in their food.
Yeah. My husband, his cancer came from Roundup, from the Monsanto.
Ugh.
He used to be a firefighter, and before he was a real estate broker, and for years. And they work a day, they off two. Well, on the off days, to compensate for money, a lot of them were they groomed yards, okay? Lots of them. And he got a contract with our government for a certain area of town to go clean up and stuff like that. Well, part of the job was they had those huge plastic containers that he put on the back of the four-wheeler, and he'd go around spraying with that. I mean, you talking tons of yards and areas, and that was every week. He breathed it in. He got squirted on with it. He got it on his clothes. It's they had that. It was a black man in California that it did empty out onto his skin. He was a York groundskeeper at a school, and it burned him beyond belief. Y'all should see what it did to that man's skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a cancer from it, and some type of lymphoma like Daryl has. And I don't know if he's passed away yet. He was supposed to pass away by now from it, but he had a lawsuit. He had a big lawsuit against Monsanto about that. And he won, but the man is going to lose his life because of something so stupid that
Yeah,
they're putting it on
Monsanto,
food.
they're pretty
And
rich.
like the farmers have to think, and I love our farmers, and they put the food on the table, but they also have to think when they're farming of what they're putting on our food.
Well, they were forced. They were forced, and if they didn't use Monsanto product, they were pretty much bullied out of their farmland. So,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, they were forced. I just wanted to say, Miss Holly, real quick. TEJ had said the way to make that homemade HCQ was lemon and grapefruit peels boiled in a stainless with glass lid. That sounds,
Okay.
yeah. I guess
Okay.
that's the protocol. I just wanted to tell you that before I forget.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have a stainless steel with a glass lid, so I may have to try that.
There must be a reason why it's got to be in that way. But yeah, grapefruit. That's why I thought sour. That's what made
Grape,
me. Yeah,
grapefruit and lemon.
yeah, lemon and grapefruit peel
Yeah.
in stainless steel with glass lid. There must be something about that combination. I don't know. I'll
Well,
go look it up.
I'm willing to try anything at this point. I don't care if it's experimental. I really don't. Um, I'm really willing to try it because I'm tired of this pain and I want to get out of this pain that I'm in. With this weather going back and forth like now, then we'll probably get cold again. That's what kills me. That back and forth, hot, cold, and when it's really rainy. Those are the three that kill me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I don't know, Eva. I'm gonna go look on to find all of the um, instructions.
oh, that would be good.
And
Yeah.
the Iverman,
You said
I know
orange.
of people that is buying like capsules and putting it in capsules and ingesting it. I don't know.
Well, the paste is ingestible, right? Am I right?
You could get the little pill at the health food stores. They sell the empty little pill where you
Yes,
pull them
the
apart.
capsule.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
They say
yeah.
it
And then
tastes.
you could
They
put
say
it
it
in that.
tastes so bad. Yeah, they say it tastes so bad, so they just put it in that capsule.
That's a
That's
great idea.
Yeah.
yeah,
Are they vegetable capsules?
yeah, they are. And you
Where do
can
you
order
get
them on Amazon too, Anne.
I love Amazon. I'll admit it. I'm sorry.
And my husband just fussed at me because of Amazon.
About your husband. So I'll see if I can find it. There's also another experimental thing going on with CA, and it's an IV therapy that's you're using hydrogen peroxide. I read a case where help me, Lord, a level 4 uh, cancer was cured, not remission, gone from this IV therapy.
In a fusion therapy, you don't know the name of it?
All I know is that it was hydrogen peroxide
Rock.
used.
Okay. See,
I'll find it
I'm
though.
wondering how that would work with Daryl's cancer because his is CLL. It's a type of it's a type of lymphatic cancer. Okay. His cancer will never. They told us this will never go away. It can be put into remission, but will never fully go away. Like it'll always have a comeback. So like even through remission, they don't take them off this pill. Like he just basically takes this.
Well, that's what clinical tells people because of the treatment they give. My father has leukemia. He's had it for 30 something years. So I know what you're talking about. But this treatment is pure. Like cancer cells, because they're saying cancer is a virus. And so they're treating it like a virus, and they're finding that this pure peroxide IV therapy treatment, I can't remember, I think it was a child who had stage 4. I don't remember what type of cancer, but it worked. I'll find it for you. I gotta research it, but I'll.
Oh, that would be great if you could
I'll
find it
send it
for
to
me.
Miss Holly, and she can get it to you.
But I'm a screenshot in case y'all see a screenshot. It's me for the recipe down below that Jen gave us. Okay.
What's that for? What is that there?
That is for the honey. She listed it
Inflammation.
above. Honey turmeric balm.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's inflammation. Yeah, we're talking about parasite, bacteria, viral. There's a kit. The kit's expensive right now. I saw one for like $270, and that was on sale.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's worth having. Like I said, this kit's been sitting in my closet for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I didn't even pay attention to it. And you'd think, oh, wow, it's old, you know. And look, I took one, and it in one night, gone.
Girl, that's good.
Right? So imagine taking that regularly, what that might do for the arthritis and the fibromyalgia. The fibromyalgia, that's kind of iffy. I don't know how that works. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but with fibromyalgia, the protective sheet that's over all the nerves is gone. That's what makes it fibromyalgia.
So, you know, for the longest time, I thought it was MS.
Yeah.
Just because the symptoms are a lot close, you know?
Yeah, it gets confused for MS.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had an MRI of the brain?
They did one on me at the beginning of this past June, and it wasn't for that, actually. It was because I had this headache that, y'all, I've never felt my head thought it was going to explode on its own. Like, that's how bad my head felt. I said, something's wrong. I don't know if there's an aneurysm. That's how bad it was. I thought like an aneurysm or something was going on. I was like, Daryl, take me to the hospital now. And so we went in June, and they were like, we need to send you to Baton Rouge General to do further testing. So I went over there, and they kept me almost a whole, like 4 days. 4 days is what they kept me. I had viral meningitis.
Oh, that's, wow. Okay.
And that's why the head was doing what it was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had, when they did the MRI, they saw all the extra fluid that had settled around my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to stay there for certain medications to be given through IV and pain meds and all that kind of stuff. But that was horrible. I don't know how I got it, but they were like, well, you're just be lucky you didn't get the bacterial one.
Yeah.
And because that one will unalive you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I still don't know how I caught viral meningitis because I don't go anywhere hardly.
Mm-hmm.
I stay home a lot, so because of me not feeling good, you know. And then that's the hardest part for me about this disease is anything I do, like if I go somewhere for a lengthy time away from home, like if I'm in a car ride, like I just did to Georgia, it totally, by the time I get back, it'll take me a long time to recover.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but I'm gonna do what Jen said. Thank you, Jen, for that recipe.
I also, I don't know if anybody does this or not, but I also take black seed oil with vitamin D and vitamin K in it that helps a lot with my arthritis.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
vitamin K, very good.
And turmeric, I take it daily too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you got to be careful with turmeric only because of the tummy. So making sure you don't do it on an empty stomach.
I was just about to say that. I want to try that. I'm gonna give it a try, but my stomach is very fragile. So,
Just make sure your tummy has something in it.
yeah.
So, okay, guys, my husband just walked in, but thank you. I hope I didn't scare people away with this medical talk. But Miss Holly, I'll send you that thing about the IV therapy.
Yes, please do.
Me too, Anne.
I will.
Thank you so
I
much,
will.
Anne, for coming
No
up.
Thank you.
problem. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you guys.
bye.
God bless.
Bye, Anne. Thanks. God bless.
So, she's so sweet.
Yeah, I love Anne.
And so, but yeah, it's weird how this fibro is affecting women. Men hardly ever get it, but they do get it. Morgan Freeman has it.
I mean, it's not like we don't have enough, that men don't have. Now they're gonna give us something else.
Oh shit. So just I told Ted Darrell because with it comes chronic fatigue, and I have chronic fatigue where I'm tired all the time. It doesn't matter how much you sleep. You could sleep for 12 hours and still wake up feeling tired. I want to wake up feeling refreshed.
I can.
So, but
I wake up a lot of times and I'm just exhausted. It's like I just slept for 10 hours. How can I be tired? But I can relate to that.
yeah, that's me all the time. All rarely will I have a day where I could wake up and say, "Oh, I feel decent today." But I want that day, so I'm gonna keep trying to find out what works for me. Yeah, they do. But I'm getting hungry. I'm about to go eat me some. Well, it's almost supper. No wonder I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. Well, I'm gonna see y'all on later tonight, girls. And thank you, Miss Holly, for having us.
Thank you so much for joining. And I think I'm fixing to get off here too. I've got to get something ready for supper, and I've got to get
Yeah.
supper and all that good stuff. So I'll probably need to get off of here and get my evening going. And thank y'all all for supporting my live. And I hope I'll see y'all soon somewhere on somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Miss Holly.
Y'all have a good evening. Thanks.